I went to a barn party once in fucking boat shoes.
Really?
5-inch fucking shorts.
And what was everybody else wearing?
And
Girls probably love it.
And a goddamn
No, exactly.
button-down
Yep.
style shirt. And I walked in, and it was like the music went. All these dudes in jeans, cowboy boots, steel toe boots, fucking cut off flannels, cut off just ratty
T-shirts.
high school t-shirts. They all just look over. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I knew that night was not gonna
that's
end well,
funny.
and I got into a fucking brawl.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Got into a fist fight with like 7 total dudes. It was
my
insane.
God.
It was me and my one buddy versus them. They
That's
were like,
funny.
"You're not from around here." Well, it's weird coming into this sober at the moment. So I mean,
I know we haven't smoked yet. Let's start off
Nick,
with smoking it.
Why don't you tell us what you brought for the pod today?
All
All right, folks. I was visiting some family in Moline, Illinois, and even though it's some of the most expensive weed in the fucking United States is Illinois, but had to pick some stuff up for the podcast. So we picked up a. Wait, is the case down here?
Yes, it is.
You have the case?
I think I do.
Nice. So we picked
There
up
you
a 3-gram infused blunt. It is infused with.
Whatever the hell
It's
it
called
is.
Bonfire Infused Blunt.
It's Delta 9. It's legal in Wisconsin. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. CO2
Basically
extracted
tobacco.
ghost train haze distillate. So whatever the fuck that is, it's gonna hit.
That was the CO2. Yeah.
Yep,
So
and this is 60%
THC.
legal.
Yeah, I kind of
Hey.
like
60% legal.
60% legal THC.
60% it's legal. 100%.
Bought in
We're about to rip this
Wisconsin.
bitch.
Not in Illinois.
By a horticulture store up the road.
Yes, right at Wisconsin Horticulture.
That looks like
Wow.
a fucking.
I don't like being down here sober, really, honestly.
I'm actually alright with it right now.
Really? I'm kind of like, normally I have a vibe to me.
This will look at that. Thing.
Yeah, that it's going to put us right where we
That
need
burns easy.
Well, we got a really awesome episode coming up for everybody today. Well, they're kind of starting that off.
That's
We have
why.
NPC Universe. We're going to review it right off the bat. The NPC News Online was fully updated, and so we'll go through those pictures. We're going to talk about Nick's new purchase. We're going to talk about life going on this week. We had a lot to talk about, and this is really exciting. So
We got to talk about some controversies in the industry with
Yep.
posing.
Yep.
And something we did not cover last week that Lance and I did want to cover, comedy movies.
Oh yeah. So stay tuned. We got a really awesome episode, and welcome back to the D2 podcast. Around the
thing
table,
is
we got Nick Justice, Lance Hafner, myself, Zach Devo, and we got Luke behind the camera. Code D2 with the Bash Mouth. Code D2 with the Flavor Gang. What was the sauce they just dropped for Flavor Gang?
Oh shit, dude!
Is the 4th of July sauce. We'll bring it up real
Yeah,
quick.
take
today.
advantage
Yeah.
of those
But
sales.
code D2, take advantage of the sales. Buy 2, get 1 free. Was
still
hap-
going. It's
yeah.
still going live.
Yep. So
The buy 2 get 1 free goes until. Oh wait, today? Oh yeah, ends tonight at midnight. So buy 2, get 1 free. Bowl of Gains. But the new sauce. Oh yeah, and sauces. Where is it? I just saw it.
it's on our story.
Oh, it's on their story. Okay.
It's on our story.
a fucking cigar.
Yeah.
Well, you got the sweet and nutty, the orange dragon, Nerdy Sanchez.
Hold on. We got it. It is tangy pickle for the 4th of
Why
July.
can't I see that?
Was the tangy pickle sauce. It's called glizzy sauce.
Oh yeah, I
Which
see
is
it now.
funny. So I'm assuming that's like a relish style because we haven't had it yet, but that's like probably got to be a relish style sauce with some pickle and
That's gonna be
mustardy
fire.
flavor. I bet that's what I'm assuming. So yeah, support Flavor Gang. Go get some sauces, and welcome back, Nick. We'll start with you. You had a fucking crazy week, so
Bro, okay, so everybody that listened to last week's episode, I do have one more vehicle added to my household.
Yep.
And it is a boat. So I moved forward with it. The podcast, we recorded that on Sunday. It was released on Wednesday, which is the exact day that I bought the boat. So I went down, picked it up. I got it for a steal, bro. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Okay.
you didn't tell me either, really.
Okay, so the boat is valued at like its current MMR is $23,000.
Nice.
Okay, he had it listed for 20.
Okay.
All right. So going down there, I brought 20 cash. All right. I didn't want to write a check. I didn't want to do a wire and wait for it. You know, who's going to write a wire? And, like, it's going to take 24 hours to pen.
Right.
So I get down there, and it was a guy selling the boat for his friend who was the head of some massive construction company downtown Chicago.
Sure.
So he's like, yeah, dude, he just doesn't have time to sell and meet up with somebody, so I'm selling it for him. And they're really good family friends because they have the exact same boat that their kids, they take out every summer. So they're like, why don't we just get the same boat? And whenever we go boating, we'll just go boating together with our families. So hearing from him, because he had the same boat that I bought, just like his experience with that boat made me feel comfortable. Like, okay, he's not just his friend that doesn't have a boat and doesn't know anything about boats. He knew the ins and out of everything. So we're going through it. He's like, yeah, just do your thing. I'm going to go over here and work, like look through the storage, everything, see what it's got. I was like, hey, can you call the guy so I can like talk negotiations? He's like, yeah, he says he doesn't want anything less than 20. And I'm like, well, I just want to call him. I want to speak to him. So then I get on the phone with him and we're talking. I'm like, hey, man, doesn't have buoys, doesn't have anchors, doesn't have ropes, doesn't have a cover. The cover was just torn to shit. I found it though. So I'm like, hey, man, I brought 15 cash with me, or 15.5 cash with me, even though I brought 20. I'm like, you said you've been only be getting checks from people, and people saying that they'll wire you money, but nobody's offered you cash yet. I'll offer you cash today for 15.5. He's like, 20. I'm like, 15.5 is all I brought. And he's like, dude, I can't do it. And I'm like, man, I just drove an hour here. 15.5, take it or leave it. He's like, fine. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. So he had it listed at 20. I got it for $4,500 less.
Sick. And really, $7,000 less than what
I was gonna say. Yeah, it's that infused like wax coming out
dripping
through the tip.
Yeah. Would you mind grabbing us a paper towel real quick from upstairs?
I'm going to take the wax and I'm going to spread it back on the wrap.
There you go.
Because then we'll still.
I think it's just gonna keep bleeding like that.
Probably.
Like you just gotta kind of keep ripping it.
Anyways, that's fucking sick though.
Yeah,
and you took it out yesterday.
Yeah, I took it out yesterday.
How'd she ride?
For the people listening, Rally didn't.
He goes, we totally didn't do that.
He didn't break the boat in that way.
Yeah.
No, she didn't know. So I just pulled up to the house with the boat because I stored it at a public storage facility. Went to Pewaukee Lake. It was freaking awesome. Wind in my hair the entire time. It felt so good, dude. I didn't go on my phone for like 4 hours. We were out there for like 3.
So nice.
By the time I got home, I was like, I forgot that I had a phone. I was like, did I leave that on the boat? And Rally brought it in. It was just so relaxing. Went to an island, chilled at the island for a bit. I had one drink of tequila and Mountain Dew. Just a little one. Just for the vibe.
Take the edge off.
There was a higher vibe. I just kept chain smoking fucking joints, dude.
I bet that was
It was
probably,
awesome.
Yeah.
It was so nice. And we're at this the island. She's like, do you think, because there's other people that are pulled up. She's like, you think they'd care that you're smoking? I'm like, people don't give a fuck.
No.
Everybody here's hammered as shit. They're not. Nobody's gonna care that I'm smoking weed out here.
Right.
But oh my god, it was
if
fun,
anything,
dude.
you barely smell it out there because it's just open air.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's awesome.
the speakers are good. I love the vibe of the speakers. When you're in the boat, they're loud as fuck. But then when you're out on the water,
Bluetooth works, or do you have?
we have a
cord?
Bluetooth like dongle thing. But I'm
Okay.
gonna get a new head unit for it.
Sure.
So you can control the EQ a little bit more, and then I'm also going to somehow figure out how to install a subwoofer, and that's going to be either underneath the passenger, like console, or somewhere underneath the seat. Because I want that thing to bump. Because it doesn't have the ski rack, so I don't have speakers up on the ski rack. It's just interior speakers.
Yeah.
So
It's nice when the full speaker system works. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first thing to go on boats.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
always ride on someone's boat and the speakers don't work. We have to bring one.
Bro, I hate that shit. I know. But like the thing is, when you're out like in the water and you anchor the boat, it's the perfect volume level so that when you're in the water, you're not having to scream just to hear somebody to hear you.
I want to get Beersby out there.
Yeah, bro.
I want to go stand in some waist high water for a little bit. I want to jump
I
off
really
in the
want to do
middle.
some morning fishing.
Oh my god, I want to do some morning
I'm
fishing.
so excited for that.
I'm excited for it all.
that.
Morning fishing or just even being on the water, no matter what it is, I just want to be on the water.
Yeah. When you get to the water that morning and it's just glass,
Yep.
that's when you can rip it at good 60, 65, dude.
Yeah,
the
just
only
to
time
get
I
out to your
wake up
spot, you're just hauling ass across the lake.
That's the best. Because yesterday it was really choppy for the first 2 hours that we were out there. And it started raining for a little bit. And that rain fucking hurts when you're going that quick.
Yeah.
And but then again, it's like I hate trying to go fast or trying to enjoy myself on the water, like driving.
Right.
Because I want to drive around when I'm out on the water. Like I don't want to just sit at an island all day. I'll go drive around for a bit, get the wind through my hair, come back to the island, chill for a little bit. So that's what we were doing the entire time.
Yeah. You just do a quick rides.
But it's not like it's not enjoyable when the water's so choppy
Or when it's
or you
rough
can't
like
just
that, yeah.
enjoy it, bro. I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
then you're
it's not
always
fun.
it's like, oh my God. But it was perfect for the last hour. But yeah.
Pewaukee Lake gets weirdly choppy in certain spots. Like if you go around, there's like a couple spots where you can kind of like hook around and use the land as cover for the wind, and it's all right. But if you're not on a good day in Pewaukee Lake, it gets really choppy. Because we used to take ski-doos out, like the jet skis, and I would always be like brutally sore the next day from it because the Pewaukee Lake is just
dude.
Your crotch is just smacking the
Seriously.
seat. But yeah, no, that's congratulations. That's fucking
Thank
sick,
you.
man. That's
It was
like
a good time.
huge adult move too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's like the adult
absolute
moment where you're
gem
like,
for the
let's
friend
fucking go.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. Oh my
You're a
God,
sweetheart for doing that.
Yeah, that's
We've only been talking about it since season
We
1,
joked
like
about
episode
it.
20.
I know. I know.
Yeah, dude. When I was at work and all of a sudden I saw the notification from you and I opened it right away and I
yeah,
could
tell
see
me
it
what the
was an
photo was.
image and it's just Nick's truck mirror going out to the back
Yep.
and you just see a boat on a trailer and I was like, no fucking.
I have been
Attached to the boat.
I was hyped. I was like, he actually fucking did it.
I have been telling at work I was bragging about it all from Wednesday
That's
through
hilarious.
the end of Thursday. I just kept showing everybody the pictures and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, my buddy just bought a boat, so we're gonna be doing that. It's fucking sick.
I don't know what you're
That's
doing
awesome.
Saturdays, but I'll be on the water.
Probably not having as much fun as us.
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah, that's fucking sick. We wanted
So
to take it out today, of course. Nick buys a boat and it's raining all day.
Shit weather
yeah,
out.
yeah. But we're gonna get some fishing in. We'll post pictures about that, and we'll fucking have some fun this
Yeah,
summer.
So
We got a
excited.
good amount of summer
know.
left yet.
I know, dude.
What a great snag.
I'm really excited to
July just
find
started.
a little mini harbor somewhere around like downtown, launch from there, and then go right down the river, go hang out in that bullpen right downtown, right out in front of the high rises,
Yep.
and just chill out there. That's perfect,
Yep.
dude. I love that.
This is
Yeah.
a stellar joint, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm so
This is such an enjoyable high from this horticulture THC that we've purchased.
dude. That
yeah,
shit was
so
wild.
good. Oh, and shout out to
It's so
Nowadays
smooth.
still too. That's great.
Oh yeah, nowadays I told my entire family about that. How we
Yeah.
had that.
I'm gonna be bringing those on the boat.
Do it.
Instead of having like a seltzer
Yeah.
or like alcohol out there, I'll probably just grab like a
Yeah.
case of
Bring those.
Nowadays and have
Yeah.
a 5 milligram popper every fucking.
It's so nice, man, because we brought the
Bag of
we
chips.
brought the cooler out last night, but then I didn't realize that there's a cooler built into the boat.
Oh, that's
And I'm
sick.
like,
Oh,
oh,
fuck yeah.
fuck yeah! So I'm like,
Nick,
just put some.
God damn it.
I know, dude.
I'm just gonna come over to your house and just sit in it all the time.
Yeah, and there's a hidden table that I fucking pop up the back end
Oh,
to get
card
to
game.
storage, and then if you take storage out, that's how I get to my motors.
Yeah.
But when I popped up the back pads on this the side of the plastic ass panel, there's a table leg to stick in the middle of the boat,
Yeah.
and the tabletop that goes on top. I'm
goes-
like, shit, yeah, dude.
You got a fucking pimped out boat.
I'm like, let's
Nice.
go,
If you need help with that ever, just shoot the group chat.
All right.
Message. Yeah,
Anything
seriously.
you need.
dude. It's got.
That's
a
like
50
our payment to you to
50
use
That
that.
gallon
gas.
tank. I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
and gas.
Well, you will never.
Like if
you
you
will
need
not
help
pay gas
cleaning it, doing
this summer.
whatever,
Thank you.
like,
Just
Thank
Venmo us every time.
manual
That'd be
labor,
awesome.
Yeah, easy work.
dude, that'd be awesome.
I am
You paid
so
for the boat. We'll
fucking
pay for all the
excited.
gas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is, dude, that's one summer activity that like my family was very good at growing up at, and I just didn't do it enough to get good at.
Yeah.
But I fucking, there's not, like, you guys know me, I am not an early riser.
No.
I am probably the worst one in the group about getting up early.
Yeah.
But fishing and going to Quick Trip and grabbing myself a fucking tube of black coffee.
Oh, yeah.
At 6 a.m. on a sunset coming up.
Oh yeah.
Nice, comfortable, like, clothing.
6 joints rolled.
Baggy shorts, pair of flip flops on,
Yeah.
taking it out, feeling that breeze at 6 a.m. and catching fish. And even if we don't rip a few joints at like 6 a.m., feeling that nice summer morning air,
That's what I'm
cup
saying.
of coffee, dead silence on the water.
Oh, yeah.
We could catch one and I'd be stoked.
I don't want no music on when we're doing that. I just want fucking. I
Just
want the
relaxing,
sound
silence.
of casting those reels
Yes.
just
Yeah.
zipping.
Yep.
That's what I like.
I told him when you bought the boat, I was like, we should go straight up to Cabela's
messaged me right away.
and build a kit.
I'm
yeah.
gonna run home and grab some
How
stuff.
many poles do you have?
Down here, none.
Yeah,
Because
but
remember when I said
you have a
I
ton.
can grab a ton.
I bet
I can
because
grab a ton.
that was one of the
what
reasons
I know.
why I didn't get a bass boat. It was like
Right.
I'm going to spend so much more money on fishing now.
No, let's just get like just a standard
Yeah.
like
Tackle box.
tackle box, a couple just normal
Good days.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, dude, it's dope because on the back of the boat where there's cushions,
Yeah.
you can flip those up, and it's like a deck you can actually stand on. It's like that's textured.
Yeah.
So you can just like flip those up and fish from that little deck there.
Yeah.
And like you don't got to stand, like the cushions move out of the way. You don't got to stand on the cushions to try to get like a
I
that
get what you're saying,
boat
yeah.
that or that fishing boat feel.
Right.
So it's like it can be versatile, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm down.
Right.
Dude, you know what would be a good time if we ever are there any lakes around us here that have like good fishing for like walleye and shit like that in the summer?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
at?
ton
Not
of-
Pewaukee. No walleye in Pewaukee.
Not Pewaukee. No.
Where would we go?
We'd go to
Probably Lake Geneva's got
Lake Geneva.
Lake
for
Geneva?
sure.
Yeah.
Okachi.
I didn't know
Like-
Akachi does nice.
What if we
pretty sure.
planned for like a fresh shoreline lunch? Wouldn't that be banging?
That'd be fucking sick.
Bro, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we could stop talking about our boat plans.
Why?
Fans are just sitting there. They're gonna have so much fun this summer.
Seriously.
Fucking
Fuck
douchebags.
these.
Sorry about that. We kind of got lost in that a little bit.
We're pretty
No,
we've
we're gonna have-
been
we're gonna have a-
talking about this for we've been talking about this since we started the pod.
No,
Yeah,
I
seriously.
know. I know. It's gonna be.
I can't believe you
so
actually got a
fucking fun.
boat. That's
Same here.
Crazy.
Dude, I know. Same here.
I told you, motherfucker. This is great. I could
This
be
is
a
also-
barnacle on the bottom of this boat the whole ride, baby.
This is our audience also seeing us get together for the first time since you bought the boat. So we're actually like,
Stoked.
this is genuine conversation.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, we
lost
haven't
in
gotten
the
to
boat
talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we haven't
seriously.
talked. I didn't even really want to text about it much because I
No.
wanted to hear about it in person. I was like
100%.
fucking
So
hyped
excited.
about it.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna
Did you start it up when you were looking at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sounded good.
It sounded great. Dude, it's, bro,
Instant startup.
smell that gas?
it's
Yeah.
supercharged.
Oh,
What does that mean?
sick.
So each motor's got a supercharger on it. So like, just to in layman's term, it goes fast as fuck. So it's like
What year is it?
it's a 2008.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I know.
You got a good year.
Yeah,
15
dude.
grand?
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, I was looking at ones in like 1990, 95.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
Of
looking at.
course, you.
Because I was gonna buy one of those, and then I
was
saw
looking
this
at
one,
90s. Yeah,
and I'm
Jeez.
like, "Fuck, man!" Because the one that I
Yeah.
showed you guys, I think I showed you at the gym that he ended, or I showed Lance that he sold it the moment I got to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
And he was like, I think it was a 99 or something.
This one
Great
looks way
looking
better.
boat. And I'm like, now that I saw this one was just a little bit more expensive, I was like, all right, we're gonna go up a little bit in here.
yeah.
But
I
dude,
mean,
when I was looking, there's boats.
the quality.
There's like ski boats, like Supra ski boats for like 250 grand.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dog, that's the cost of a fucking
My
like
sister-
a 911 Porsche.
My sister's boyfriend builds rockets for like NASA and all.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, all this crazy shit. So they're living down in Alabama, and I've been seeing pictures of his boat,
Looks nuts.
and it's just like got like the
Unreal.
like the boards stacked
Oh,
on the
yeah.
sides, like huge speakers that are turning
yeah.
colors the whole time. And I'm just like, oh my god,
Dude,
what
yeah.
a flex!
I know. What the fuck?
Yeah. Even just having a boat in general is such a flex, though. Aaron and I were actually driving back from my parents' house, and we were coming down the lane, and there was like one of these shitty, ratty-looking apartment
Yeah.
complexes, right? And then in the parking lot was just a truck with a fucking sick speedboat, and I was like, that in a nice truck, and I was
Yeah.
like, that dude probably just doesn't care about his. He's probably one of those guys that doesn't care where he lives, just needs a place to put his head down.
He's a single dude,
and then
probably.
goes into his truck, which is super nice, with his super nice speedboat.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these homeless people hanging around, just like that's crazy to me.
Dude.
Sick.
It's,
But anyways, congratulations.
No, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
it's
it's huge.
awesome.
How was your week, Lance?
Trying to think. 3-day work week
You had
was
a-
sick.
yeah,
this
you had
has
a
been a
5-day
fucking
weekend.
awesome.
Yeah,
awesome
you did have
little
4
vacay.
straight days off.
Yeah, I haven't. I didn't realize that the last time I took a day was January 2nd, and that's when I had food poisoning.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I actually haven't had like a. I mean, I have my Saturday fuck arounds. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still getting. You know what? I'm
Yeah.
still getting like 8 check-ins on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm still taking like an hour or two to knock some shit out at some point in the day.
Right.
So you never feel like you get to fully just turn your brain off, and I have done nothing but just fucking relax outside the past few days. It's been an absolute. It's been a kick-ass weekend, and then you got the boat. So
y'all,
I mean,
y'all
it's
were
been
at the
a
pool
sick
yesterday,
week.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Pool day was
The
great.
pool's been feeling really nice. The weather's been just
I almost evened
great.
this out.
Yeah,
It's
I
almost
feel like
there.
I got some. I've been getting some good color this summer. My face got red. We sucked at cod. I was telling him we got dogged last night in cod
Bro, yeah.
out of
Them
nowhere.
motherfuckers were good.
Yes, yeah. See, dude, I was telling him. I was like, bro,
Pissed
we
me
didn't break.
off.
We didn't.
Yeah, it's
By
hilarious.
the third game, I had my
Nick, they were
I had my,
good.
I had my headset on the table, and I was just like, damn it, because I was like, what the fuck? We usually
Yeah.
win like within the first 2 games every time.
Dude, I
Now you know how I felt when I first started playing with like you.
Oh.
With even before you, Nick. like I used to get like one time I popped off and Aaron's like, "You're kind of mean to them," and I'm like, "Yeah, but fuck." Like that was back when they didn't know how to play yet, or like didn't really understand the game, and I'd be like, "Where are you guys?" And now you guys are good. So when you're not getting like, I used to be like, I should be in the top 5 every fucking game, and we're dying at 17, 20.
I used to hide the whole game, dude. I'd load up on. I would literally just rampage through the map, scavenge like 2 gold guns, and then I'd sit in a corner and I'd be like, "Bring it!" Because like,
always be yelling at us to get in a building, and you'd be like, "Cover doors," and we'd just sit for like 10 minutes.
I've been sniping my balls off lately. I'm trying to get good.
Yeah, he's getting good at sniping, but it's so funny because Lance, there's always a game. Well, he'll be like, "Hey, chill in this building right here," and we won't be doing shit.
He's playing on his phone.
I know.
He doesn't want to play for a second.
So funny.
Let's chill in this building.
Last night, this dude gets on. He's like, "I'm ready to play some 2K," and I'm like, "This guy really doesn't want to play COD."
I wanted to play 2K so bad, dude.
He had been talking about it all day yesterday.
Yeah.
At the pool, he kept going, "I want to play 2K so bad."
God,
So
that's
bad,
funny.
so bad.
I enjoyed COD at the end of the night, dude.
You know, it was a
it's the
blast.
best.
Once Brandon
I would
and
like to
him
get
joined
in
the
a couple
chat, I was
today.
like, "Fuck, I'm gonna game
Today and tomorrow, I'd like to squeak in a few before the week starts.
For sure.
Are you training today?
I could.
I'm gonna train today. I gotta do quads.
I'm thinking about because if it's nice tomorrow, are we gonna do boat day?
Tomorrow's Monday, right? I could go on
I would
Monday.
wanna do
Mondays
a
are an
morning.
easy day for me.
I'd want to do like a
Same.
morning, like late morning, 10
here.
11.
I didn't know if that
If
was
we
still
go
in mind.
tomorrow, I'm telling you, dude, Mondays, I get like 12 check-ins on Monday, and they're ones that I can knock out well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we should go morning. There's the boat launch won't be packed at all, just fishermen.
Yeah.
You know?
It's been so nice.
Which lake should we go to? No, stop talking about boat.
damn it, why are we going back?
Because, player, you got a boat. It's on our mind.
God damn it. Anyways.
And it's back to
God, we
so
got
you guys-
fucking railed in COD last
So
night.
you guys suck at COD.
No, it was. We
don't
still had
suck.
really
No,
good
you guys
games.
are
We were
good.
getting like 14 to 12 per person.
I was telling him, it's not like we were slow of pace. There would be like 40 players left, and
Yeah.
we'd all have like 12, 13 kills.
I mean, we died at fucking
22nd,
17th,
17th.
and then 5th was our second last.
I don't
one.
think we even got top 10 last night.
Did we not?
No.
Really?
I think we got like 22, 17,
I was doing
and
a
like 12.
never
I
mind.
got pissed one game.
When I got back from Illinois, I was doing a solo game. I got 5th.
Yeah.
But I was doing it with Lance.
You've
I
been
was
playing
camping.
solos by yourself, huh?
Yeah. Well, because that's when you were like, "Hey, I want to play video games all day. Anybody wants to get on?" Me and Brandon get on, but he ended up not getting on. And I'm like, "Shit, where'd Lance go?" So I just played 2 games by myself.
It's been a beautiful transition to watch how much you enjoy playing Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Going from like you never playing to every like other night you being like, "Hey, anyone got 45 minutes?"
Dude, I'm
and
not
we're
a
always
gamer.
like, "Yeah, fuck it."
And now it's gotten me into just wanting to game with you guys.
Warzone's
Yeah.
such a good time.
Yeah.
It is a good time.
Like, I think that's why I just never really got into it, is because I never.
Do
had
you
that.
play any other games or do you just play Call of Duty?
No, just Call of Duty.
Really?
Oh,
You've
yeah.
never ventured out?
I mean, okay, in the past I have. I've played Red Dead Redemption,
Sure.
GTA. I've played
Red Dead's a
Halo.
great game. Oh,
you know,
nice,
like back
nice.
in high school. No,
We
mostly
could
in middle
fuck
school.
shit up on Red Dead Online.
Yeah, I would if we
We could
did
play as a
Red Dead
group?
Online.
You can play it as a group.
That'd be dope.
Me and Hayden used to just meet up and just raid town.
Oh, I played Fallout. Fallout when it first came out, like just at friends' places. But now I haven't played anything but COD.
When the next
it's
God
kind
of
of
War
Since I got
hard.
it.
It's kind of hard not to though.
Yeah,
Especially when
next,
you don't have a ton of free time, so it's
Yeah.
just like right into COD.
yeah.
Yeah, if you got an hour, I suppose that's a great one to just hop into and play. You know what we should play that I haven't played in a while, and I think you probably all have played it. That one where you drive is like the RC car, and you got to hit the big ball into
I've
the other
never
net.
played that. I've never cared to play that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have no idea. what you're
That's
talking about.
crazy.
Never seen it.
Rocket League, is that what it's
Rocket
called?
League,
Rocket
yeah.
League? You ever played that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great time.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's for a little bit though. I'm not playing it for hours.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe it's the quick pace action that I
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah,
about
you
it.
probably love that.
It's just you have to lock in, otherwise you're gonna
Yeah,
play
you'd
bad.
love that.
It's nice.
Getting him to continuously play for any length of time is so hard.
Fucking
I'm good with
pulling
Madden.
teeth.
We'll get to halfway. Every
I want a halftime break.
every halftime he makes me take a break, and I'll be.
You're so right.
There's been multiple times where I've been up like 21 points at half,
And
then we do a
crumble.
2-hour break in the like kitchen. Then we go.
We're just
back,
getting high.
and then I lose, and I'm like, God,
Bro, that's so funny because when I've been like, it's so funny. When I've been around you guys, when you guys are both playing here, That's what happens every time.
Yeah.
And then you'll catch it. Lance will be like, all right, yeah, half table, take a break. He's like, no, we're going to keep playing because
Yeah.
you get so
The
frustrated.
games take so long. Then.
Sometimes it cools me off, and I come back playing better.
That's what I'm saying. You cool me off. You'll be like, all right, I'm losing, so let's take a 25-minute halftime.
So
Hey, man,
funny.
keep your composure.
Oh my god.
Oh, my God.
In the locker room, we're like, it's easy. We got him.
Did you guys ever play like UFC games?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You know who's really good at it, but you'll never play him, is Brandon.
Yeah.
Because he'll take you to the ground, and I am not going to play with that.
Really?
If he listens to this, he's laughing so hard right now because if I play people online and they go to like grapple me, I'm like, I'm leaving the match.
Damn.
Like I'm like, if we're gonna play online, let's brawl. Like let's
Yeah,
brawl. I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
throw
That's
hands.
all. That's all we do.
You can
yeah.
throw leg kicks, you name it, but we're not going to the ground. We're not gonna play this
Got
pull
it.
the toggle submission bullshit.
Got it.
It's so annoying, but it's a fun ass game.
Yeah.
It's a very fun game.
I've never played it.
UFC 5's on sale for $29 right now, and I almost bought it the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
But now you're thinking that's gas money.
Yeah, that is gas money.
And
Right
maybe
to-
UFC 5, buddy.
Plus,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think the next game I'll get is the new Madden because I think
Boat gas money.
that'll be the next one I get. I don't think I'm gonna get the next NCAA.
Dude, I would love to go to UFC fight.
Oh my god.
So
That's
bad.
next month.
So bad.
$1,000.
Yeah, $1,000.
That's a lot of money, bro.
It is a lot of money.
But it would be so cool.
It's a great card.
You guys seen any good movies lately?
Oh, I watched Sinners last night.
Did you? I still haven't watched it.
I'm halfway through. I did it for my cardio.
I think it ends kind of shitty.
Really?
I think it gets kind of weird.
The reason I asked you, I was watching the first Iron Man the other day. I'm like, you know what?
Great movie.
I haven't really seen a good movie, like new movie, where I'd watch it a second time.
Dune.
Dude.
Oh, Dune. Yeah, for sure.
Dune's the last movie that I was like, I'll
That's the last
watch
one
this
that I'd
again
watch
and
a
I
second
will
time.
enjoy every second
But
of
I'm
it.
saying like movies from like this past year.
I was telling him I
Yeah,
just recently watched I can't believe I had never seen the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I've seen like clips,
yeah.
but I've never actually sat down
Really?
and watched them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never realized that.
He was a phony.
And I was very, very, very unimpressed with
I
the
know,
first one.
'cause
Bro,
last
I need
night
to
you
watch
were-
it.
you were telling-
I get it. I know.
You were telling what's her face last
That was
night.
two- 2002.
Yeah, I know. It
Okay,
just
hold on,
felt
pause.
very cheesy, but the cast was sick. And I bet in 2002 that was like the coolest
The
fucking
swing,
thing
the
out
action
there.
was like crazy.
I
I
bet,
still
yeah.
think it holds up.
I will say though, out of all the Spider-Man's like abilities, I think he's by far the coolest because he actually like it's just inside him.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
agree.
strong.
You know what I
Shit.
mean? He doesn't like
Not depending on a suit.
no, yeah, you're not depending on running out of web fluid. Like I think
Yeah.
that's fucking sick
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
actually is like a real spider.
Exactly.
So I will say though, I am really hoping that Tobey Maguire with today's like camera work and
Yeah.
shit, if he's in Doomsday, I'm gonna be fucking pumped.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I
They've
love
been
his suit.
mentioning
It's-
his name a ton
That'd be
on
pretty
like
crazy.
set, and I am like, yo, give me that so bad.
That'd be wild.
sick.
Now,
Wait,
question.
so you watched the newest Spider-Man, but you haven't seen the original ones?
He just watched.
He
it.
just
I've seen
watched
every.
those,
I've
yeah.
seen all the
Dude,
Andrew Garfield
the scene
things.
where
Yeah.
Green Goblin's like choose and then drops them both. That is an epic
Yeah,
Spider-Man
it
scene,
is.
and he just fucking doesn't even hesitate and just
Dude.
takes off hard.
I will say I do like the overemphasis of power of the Green Goblin in that depiction.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Dude, that end
sometimes
fight
pe-
scene
yeah.
is legendary.
Yeah.
Toby's like, "Rah!" Like, he's just screaming, beating
man.
the shit out of him.
God, I guess I really got to give my flowers to William Dafoe because you think about how cool he is to play the Green Goblin. Like I will say,
I wanna
seeing the
pull that up
OG
right
suit,
now, honestly.
the OG suit is sick. Like when I see the mask and everything.
Yeah.
But to think about how cool that was, and then to have that scene with Tom Holland fighting him.
Yeah.
Like dude, that dude has been in the game for a long time,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
killed it in both appearances as the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he
he's a
murdered
dog.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's 20 years of a gap.
Holy shit. You're
2002.
right. You're right. Wow.
That's huge.
Crazy.
That was almost like 22
That's
years,
so
yeah.
funny. 'cause
But I am
when-
gonna watch number 2 at some point today or tomorrow.
Dude, Doc Ock gets crazy.
that I heard. That I
There
heard.
is a moment where Spider-Man, and I don't want to spoil it, gets a little gay, but like
Oh, yeah.
he's just figuring some things out, and then
What do
he
you
goes
mean?
back
Like
to
he gets gay?
Spider-Maning. No. Like just the like situation he's
Oh.
in. Like I'm just like, ugh.
Like, it gets dull.
I will
Yeah, it
say,
gets a
like,
little
he
dull.
gets dull as a character.
For like a little 30-minute
Yeah.
window, and then he comes back and just goes off, and you're
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
fuck
do
yeah.
you bring back like if you're I don't know if it's Sony or Marvel, do you bring back like who do you bring moving forward as like his main villain? Because I feel like you you cashed in on all of them with bringing all 3 of the Spider-Man in one movie. You know what I mean? Like, they knocked out a lot of villains that Tom Holland could have dealt with all in one.
He's going to deal with all his own versions of them.
Oh, you think so? Like,
yeah,
they're not
at some
going to
point.
bring in different villains and things like that?
They probably will, but like you're gonna get. We haven't gotten Tom Holland's versions of those villains. Like who's Tom Holland's Green Goblin?
But do you think
I wanna
that's what
know
I'm
who it
asking?
is.
Do you think they're going to do that?
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be sick.
at some point you have to.
You have to?
Yeah, because they have Mr. Negative coming up in this next one. That's fucking.
Isn't he
sick.
fucking strong?
Yeah, and
I don't know much
he's
about
in the
him.
video game, bro. That's the villain in the video game.
I don't know anything.
I never
about him.
played the video game.
Oh, dude, you gotta play the video game. It's
Dude,
so
we've been
good.
talking about boats and video games this entire time.
Okay,
It's good weed.
Dude, that is a
That's-
great,
Dude,
great.
Chill
This is,
stuff.
We're
Bro
talking
out.
about movies and video games and shit. One thing that you and I wanted to talk about last week was how comedy movies
totally
are
different
not
now. It's
the
totally
same.
different.
And we've talked
Yeah.
about this probably a couple times on the
No.
podcast. But I want to ask you guys, where in your mind did comedy movies really start to decline?
Like
And-
when?
Yeah, like what year?
I'm trying to think of the last
Well,
like
they
truly
said-
stupid funny movie that I've seen,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dumb funny.
They said that it's because like all the corporations are just like not giving them funding and they just
Yeah.
write the scripts for them. And I'm like,
Oh, that too, for
Ben
sure.
Stiller made a
It-
huge comment
yeah,
about
it's just
that.
like-
He's like, I won't do like. That's why he's directing all of his own shit now because he's
right.
like, they have way too much pull in what we're doing.
But
and
also, exactly.
apparently they just shit on every
Well, look
script
at-
that looks even funny.
And that
Look at
dulls-
what's happening
yeah.
to Disney and Marvel.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But I'm
mean,
saying
Jesus,
the scripting
dude.
of some of the new comedy movies,
Ironheart's tough.
they really try to dull the comedy down. Like old Kevin Hart versus new Kevin Hart is completely different.
Tough.
Because
Yeah,
new Kevin Hart,
it's
new
tough.
Kevin Hart is so politically
That's a
correct on
gr-
everything.
that's a great-
Doesn't make certain jokes he used to make or types of
Yeah.
comedy movies
Not
he
even
used
close.
to do. You know, and that's just one example.
Right.
Honestly, kind of same thing with Adam Sandler too.
No, Adam Sandler.
Adams. I feel like Adam's kind of been
getting
Adam
old.
his whole
we
way.
Have,
yeah.
We have fuck, what's his
Happy
Happy
Gilmore
Gilmore
2?
2 coming out.
Oh,
go
that's
see
gonna be
that.
good.
It's not gonna be good, but it's gonna be funny.
That's
I bet
well,
it's-
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be
Like,
funny.
I bet
'cause-
there's gonna be some like
Give me dumb humor.
because he did Hubie Halloween's Loki kind of.
Oh
a
yeah,
banger.
that was dude. That one's so dumb.
There's some
You-
moments.
that is so dumb.
There it is.
It's a funny movie, yeah.
There's moments where I was so high, like, did they just do that?
Yeah.
They're bro, so
he
stupid.
plays the best retard.
Oh my god, I can't believe he keeps getting away with it.
Oh, Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Because it's Adam Sandler.
It's
plays
so
an autistic
funny.
guy.
Because I
Every
feel like
movie.
he gets the free pass, dude. He was an entire generation's youth, like first
Yeah.
funny movie character.
He does so. He did so many good movies.
He's the OG,
dog,
dude.
yeah.
He's the OG.
But dude, think about this.
Him
The
and
next-
Chris Farley destroyed an era of like,
Oh, for
not
sure.
destroyed, but I mean destroyed
Chris
in like
Farley-
they dominated, man.
Oh my god, I could go back and watch
The goats.
any of the Chris.
Do you
Farley
guys
movies.
remember-
Black Sheep, in any
Yeah.
moment I will watch.
Do you guys remember the movie Just Go With It
Yeah.
with Adam Sandler?
Which one's that?
Oh, is that the one with the chick with the huge blonde?
Yeah.
Big boobs?
Just Go With It, where he goes on this vacation with his
Yeah.
fake ex-wife.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Bro, me and
There's
Ellie
a
just
scene-
watched
there's
that.
a
Jennifer
They get,
Aniston was.
bro,
Bang.
they get away with
Steal
some
it.
shit on that movie too.
Yeah.
Oh,
They get away
yeah,
with a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It is so funny. Me and Riley watched that, and we were trying to go to bed, and we were dying during that entire movie. God, so funny. Same thing with the movie with Melissa McCarthy, Spy. That one was made like 2013. That one's funny
Not
as shit.
stand
She
Melissa
gets,
I know.
she
She
gets
is
me
not
on
a
some.
lead.
Some I'm like, you're not. Some she's funny. In
Some
This
she
Is
is.
40, she's of that funny
For me-
stepmom. She's pretty great.
For me,
Oh, yeah.
she can't be a lead. She's like a super good, funny supporting character.
100%. I
Yeah.
agree.
But like when the movie's all about her, I'm like, because they
It's
had
tough.
another one that just came out
Sandra
where they
Oh,
like go to her.
Identity Theft. That one was with her.
That was a good one
That was a funny one.
because that was Jason Bateman, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The
Jason Bateman did a movie with her.
Yeah, that was Identity Theft.
identity theft.
I've never
Yeah.
seen
She
that
steals his identity,
Yeah.
and then he chases her.
He usually tracks her down. Yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
her
Pretty
entire
funny.
life is built off of stealing an identity with credit cards
Yeah.
or all this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
shit, social security cards,
She's just like a white trash chick, yeah. That
and she
steals
just
people's
lives some
identity.
crazy lives.
What were we? Oh, we also did. We bring the port wine discussion up last time. We can ask Nick about that.
Oh
Ask
yeah.
the viewers.
wine.
Oh yeah.
Luke,
yeah.
we got to ask the audience a question. We're gonna go around. We're gonna ask you, and we're gonna ask you: is port wine cheese white trash?
spreadable cheese.
Port.
Port wine
cheese.
spreadable cheese.
I don't think so. I think it's at a lot of.
You're
class
asking
C.
if it's white trash?
Do you think
Yeah.
it's a white trash?
I don't think so.
That's one.
I enjoy it.
Nah, I can think of way more white trashy shit. So I'd say no,
Okay.
it's not.
All right.
Yeah.
So audience, we're asking you: what do you guys think of port wine cheese? Is
What do
it
you
white
think, you
trash or not? He
I
thinks it's very
I think it's white trash.
Yeah.
But I eat it.
But I need to ask a
Because I think
supporting question.
Go ahead.
With this port wine cheese, okay, is that the brand of? Because there's spreadable cheeses out there.
Let's pull up a photo.
Because I've
We
had
need to see this
spreadable cheeses like from Eagle River, like some northern Wisconsin shit.
some
Not
fire.
white trash.
No.
But if it's what I think you're talking about, then yeah.
I think there are versions of it that might seem white trash, and I think there are versions of it that are very, very well done.
Oh, for sure, that makes sense.
Like,
Okay.
I feel like the actual cheese itself.
But where that cheese categorizes in your mind of white trash foods, it'd be a little bit more up there.
Because I've gone through, like, real, like, hometown, like, at the, like, we have a cheese factory in my hometown that I worked at, and we provide to, like,
Oh yeah, Merck's baby.
oh, yeah.
Oh, this shit. I've seen.
Oh, go to Pine River.
What
Pine
trash is
That
shit?
is
Pine
white
River,
trash
Pine
shit.
River is the Pine River one is not. The Pine River is not white trash. Oh, there it is. Vern's Cheese right there to the right.
I've had
That's
Pine
the place
River.
I worked.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Vern's Cheese.
Bro, you go to Merck's. That shit's white trash.
Pine River.
is.
Pine River is a great
Burns.
great cheese.
Yeah, it's white trash, but it's good. I eat it. I love it.
I think
I'm
the better
white
flavors.
trash.
I think the
Not
better
white
flavors
trash.
and the better brands definitely puts
I
it
think
up.
Pine
like,
River makes it great.
goes in the category.
It probably
of
isn't.
but-
What it probably more so is it's just Wisconsin. You're not in fucking Florida eating Merck's port wine cheese and then standing
Well,
outside
first
in
off-
80 degrees. Like,
How long have we been recording?
I just started the screen recording.
No, on there.
Oh, 35 minutes.
That blunt has been taking us 35
Dude,
minutes
it's a
to go
baller
through.
one. Yeah.
This has been. I was a little nervous for this. This has been such
Perfect.
This is some of the
Bro,
best.
wild.
We
This is
have
probably
been-
some of the best THC I've ever seen.
Okay, so resurface. Port wine cheese,
Not white trash.
not white trash. Okay.
I'd say not white trash.
What?
either.
You know,
But some brands are, like we just said.
you know what
Merck's
is-
looks that Kakana one looks a little white trash. Chicken.
Now tell me if this is white trash.
Now there ain't nothing wrong playing with a little chicken and biscuit cracker. Go to
Yes.
that far left box.
Yes.
That's the right
They
one. The
don't-
family size.
They don't even spell biscuit right.
Exactly.
Chicken in a biscuit.
in a biscuit.
chicken in a
Lance told me that his family ate these. I was like, ew.
Plowed him.
I was like,
That's terrible.
I went
Dude,
over
look
to-
at
That's
that.
white
Look at
trash.
the nutrient label on it. I want to see what it
Oh,
looks like.
Yeah.
Give me that.
I want the ingredients. I don't want the nutrition.
Go to ingredients.
Yeah,
That'd be
there's
funny.
no way. But anyways, this is white trash, right? We're
Oh
all
yeah, for
ingredients.
sure. No, I'm. Yeah, we put.
Nick, do you eat these?
we
I had them very seldom.
we put the
In my
the
entire life.
canned cheese on.
That's mega white trash.
Oh my!
And it was such a
can't-
treat.
Oh my!
That is funny. Oh, you would do that. That would be you.
with some
Yeah.
milk in the background.
I didn't have milk, but
That-
I did the cheese on the cracker for sure.
Hey, at least you got was with the grapes and an apple too.
Yeah, seriously. Who's
That's
eating that
white
with-
trash charcuterie board.
That is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Lance's charcuterie board would literally be a Lunchable, bro.
that's
100%.
Fire though.
flips a Lunchable onto a
That's
plate.
Lance's charcuterie board,
Dude,
dude.
low key, when he said that in my head, I was like, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Give me the
God.
pizza Uncrustable, and I'll get my way.
No, I've had these very seldom throughout my entire life.
Okay,
I,
so it's
I
not
know
an-
what they taste like though
So
because
it's not an up
so
north
funny.
thing. It's just
hell
it's just
no,
a white trash.
bro. Lance is barely up north from the fucking up north culture I'm from.
That's true.
Like,
Chilton's just a small town.
no, I know, but we get the same small town vibe.
Yeah, but you're in a good up north area. You're in a very nice area.
But there's up north. Up
oh,
north,
I know
like-
there's up north, but you're in an area where people
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
vacation.
No, yeah,
to
yeah,
Wisconsin.
for sure. That's so funny.
Because you're in
Lance.
Eagle River, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a nice ass area.
yeah. Chilton does remind me of Eagle River a little
Bro,
bit. for
Chilton
sure.
is literally a town, and then there's just
And there's a lot of
farm.
tourism, though.
There's farms.
No, there's
everywhere.
tourism because the river, right?
Huh?
There's tourism and outdoor sports and shit because the river, right?
I mean, Lake Winnebago.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And you got to
Shit.
drive down there, and you got to go to Stockbridge, and Stockbridge is even fucking,
I hate
I
that
think,
you
more
guys are
white
from
trash. than
Damn, that's
Chilton.
funny,
Losers from up north Wisconsin.
bro. Up north. Oh my god. No,
Yeah, you made it out. You're in the big city now.
Eagle River,
Dude,
yeah,
it's so
seriously,
funny because
seriously.
people just be like, "How's Milwaukee?"
I know. Yeah,
In
yeah.
my head, I'm like,
Yeah.
"How's Milwaukee? It's an
Yeah.
hour 40 away. What are you talking about? Drive there."
Yeah, that's hilarious.
They're just like, "We don't venture to them pods."
Dude,
No,
Eagle
everybody
River-
up there says they refuse to come down here.
Dude, yeah. Anytime people from Chilton are just like, you're in Milwaukee, and they're just like, what's it like out there?
Yeah, seriously.
And I'm just like,
Bro,
the fuck are you talking
They
about?
think we
Just
live in
go
a
drive
third
there.
world country.
It's crazy. I'm
I
like,
know.
it's literally just another normal city.
Like, sorry, man, I'm doing great. It's awesome.
It's a
pretty
great
chill.
time. And you realize after a few years that Milwaukee is a small city.
totally
tiny.
small, dude.
Yeah, dude.
tiny.
I remember when I first came here, I was like, the big city.
That's
Dude,
literally what I
in
thought.
my head. That's where my brain went. I went from Chilton to Whitewater, dude.
I remember I had a couple friends from small town Wisconsin.
You know what I mean, bro?
I went from
Yeah,
River
same
to Whitewater.
Thing, same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You get to Milwaukee and you're like, the big city. I'm like, they got a few colored ones around here. They didn't have those in Chilton.
That's insane.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh yeah, they didn't have that in Chilton.
You're fucked for
Dude,
that.
we had one African American kid and he was whiter than the white kids.
We had two, and they're in my family as well.
yeah,
Your family.
So we literally grew up in the same place, pretty
same
much.
place. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
That's
so
wild.
funny, bro.
But yeah, you get to Milwaukee after a few years and you're like, fuck, I know everyone.
I escaped to a small town for Stevens Point, and that was quite the life
Yeah.
I
change.
feel like
Yeah,
your travel
totally.
history is fucking nuts. Though.
I've always been in cities
yeah,
That's
my whole life. Yeah,
Shit, should we do the review?
yeah.
yeah, dude. Let's run
Let's
it.
get to bodybuilding, huh? 40 minutes of entertainment.
Let
Let's
me
do
hand
it.
that back
You have the
to you.
screen recording.
It has been, yes, sir.
I'll tell you what. One more
Pumped.
thing that Eagle River has categorized as like up north white trash is moonshine.
Yeah, but
Bro,
that's
the
not.
amount
Is
of
that
people
white
that
trash?
just- bro, what is? How is that
I feel
not
like
white trash?
No, but I'm saying like, isn't like pure moonshine like really rare to come by? I don't
no,
like
it's
people
so
like.
people make it all the time, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but don't people love that shit?
Yeah, because it's white. It can make you go blind. That shit's fucked up.
Is moonshine's white trash? Like good moonshine?
I don't think it's white trash.
I
I
think.
think it's northern.
I don't know. Yeah.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah, because like in West Virginia, that shit's
huge.
huge. Like
Dude.
moonshine is everywhere.
Because
Like,
we've got a family in our hometown that is actually from West Virginia, and they had a collection of it, and they like had it on like display of like different flavored ones,
Like,
and
when
they
we-
were like, "That's pure moonshine."
Okay, maybe the reason I'm only thinking it is because the moonshine that I've drank up north, these guys literally put it in the typical like they'll put it in these big round ass thermoses and shit.
Yeah.
and they actually do store it in the mason jars and shit. You know,
Yeah,
like
but
when
I
we
think
when I was
people
on
like
that
collect
fishing
that
trip
shit.
with my cousin and the groomsmen,
yeah.
we drank more moonshine than we did water.
No, if I see a guy with coveralls
bad.
and a fucking mason jar full of moonshine, I'm gonna take a sip of that moonshine.
yeah.
it's
It's
rare.
probably-
Okay,
fucking
okay,
good.
okay. Yeah, 100%.
That
When
apple
we were in
pie
West
shit's
Virginia, we were there for a fucking military thing, and it was like a conference. And at night, they just turned it into a huge party.
Yeah.
and then you would just bar hop, and every corner had some big fucking hefty dude with a big beard,
Really?
selling moonshine shots. And you would open it up, and he would have every kind of flavor too.
Apparently, a really like a way to tell if moonshine is like if it's really strong or not before you even taste it is if it's in a glass jar. If you shake it up and there's zero bubbles.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
He would?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know if that was
I
a
was
thing or
actually
not.
going to get to that because
Yeah.
he would shake them all and he would tip it upside down and there would be no
There'd be
bubbles.
no bubbles.
And then he would like then let us smell it.
That
and
shit would kill cancer, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no oxygen in that
Straight
shit.
liquor.
There's no
Oh,
impurities.
that's what that's
But it goes
Yes.
down like
Oh, shit.
rapidly, and then you're just like,
and you get
like it's smooth.
if they have
Some
if
smooth,
they
some
are
is-
good moonshine, like they do it
Yes.
right, it's smooth.
yes,
But it's-
not necessarily sweet because I've seldom had moonshine where it's super strong, smooth, and sweet. I've had smooth sweet moonshine, but like
Sweet strong.
or sweet strong. Yeah.
I've only
'Cause
had
he
the
had an
apple pie.
He had an apple pie one.
You
and
gotta
I-
try
Yeah.
moonshine, where it's like you're drinking isopropyl alcohol.
That
We-
sounds
I did just a clear
You've had
one.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just the clear, like no flavor. I'm like, oh.
Bro, that's the shit I'm talking about that I've drank. I'm not talking about the flavored
No,
shit.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
just
okay.
saying.
You've had, but like
I've
you know,
had it,
yeah,
too.
you know why it's like
It's horrible, but it can
you
be
get-
smooth. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, I could do another one of those, and then about
And then you're
5 minutes later, you're like,
I woke up. I went to Hodag Fest when I was a kid, and I was in high school, and we were drinking, and I was drinking apple pie moonshine, and I was with my cousin. We were camping out for this country music festival.
yep.
And I just didn't really understand how strong moonshine can be, how it hits, blah blah blah. But also, what I didn't know is that like it was a massive cookout. Everybody's camping, you know, northern Wisconsin energy at a country fest. There was food everywhere, so there's also pies.
Yeah.
People were baking moonshine in the pies. Jesus. So I was constantly eating apple pie and drinking apple pie moonshine.
Well, I guess I have to eat the pie.
But I didn't know the pies had moonshine in it, though, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was just like, I would eat whenever. I'd have a burger here. I'd have a pie 30 minutes later after. And I'd have that like 4 or 5 times throughout the day as I'm drinking moonshine. And then I don't know when it happened. I just remember waking up probably like a third of a mile, all these campers, a third of a mile away from the original camper we were in.
Oh, my God.
And I'm in somebody else's camper. And nobody's in it.
Oh, my God.
I know. Yeah, that's my experience with moonshine.
You're the classic drunk guy that just starts checking doors. I'm going to sleep somewhere.
So, and then, oh my God, dude. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But anyway, let's get into NPC Universe.
Yeah.
This is
some very impressive showings.
my
that I've
favorite
seen.
show. This is
right.
where your boy
to it.
turned pro last year.
Okay, so let's say what division do we want to start
men's
with?
bodybuilding?
You want to do bodybuilding?
Yeah,
Do you want to do
Let's
physique?
get right into men's bodybuilding.
Okay, overall pro card winner.
Xavier Akuchi.
And before we start, you guys, thank you for the feedback on the national recaps.
Yep.
We really enjoy doing them.
We're really excited that NPC News Online got it up right away because now we can review it the day after. So
Yeah.
here we go. Men's bodybuilding, Mr. Universe.
Yep.
Yep. Let's go.
Favor Aokichi.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
Let's click here.
Wow.
Those legs.
No waist.
Look at that structure, dude.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
the hell?
That's crazy.
Look how small the waist is.
No waist.
What am I looking at right
Yeah.
now?
What the hell?
His
Look at
biceps too.
those legs.
Wow.
Can't get over those.
You know
wheels.
who he kind of reminds me of is Jarek Crew. His structure. Even though Jarek's taller, I bet.
So what do you got to fill in there? More chest.
Yeah.
Those legs.
Yeah. Adductors.
Go to the next shot.
Yep. Side chest.
Nice.
That looks great. I mean, obviously he's got to grow hamstrings.
This
He's
kind
gotta
of
get
makes
bigger
him,
overall.
I think, bigger overall because this from the side he still has that thin look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But obviously it's not a thin look as he's underdeveloped. It's a thin look of, okay, now I can see where more tissue can really be put on
Yeah.
for that to be a dominant look. You know?
Obviously the structure, the shape, everything's there.
Oh, yeah. Very
It's just
impressive
time-
side chest.
Time to grow.
Yeah.
And now you got the pro card, so there's no fucking rush.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see
that's
from
fucking
the
sick.
back.
Also, let's look at the background of Universe. It's all that. It's like Galaxy.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
new this year.
That is cool. That's crisp. Chest is striated.
That's a great
Not
shot.
bad.
That's classic pose.
The teacup, baby.
We got no back shots? They must not all be up yet.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn.
Damn, just a couple.
That sucks. Should we pull up his Instagram?
Yeah, but I don't have Instagram logged in on here.
Here, I can send Luke a screen recording.
I wonder if. Let me go to another one real quick.
Let me try to find him, then I'll start the screen.
Yeah,
Brian
I
McGee.
don't think. Oh, we
Oh,
got
he's
one
got
there.
one back shot.
back shot.
It must be one of the Masters win.
Oh my God, there's so many competitors
guy.
that went pro this week. He must not be up then on Gilco's either yet.
Okay. Well, we're moving on.
That's all right then.
Yep, but damn, great physique,
Yeah,
bro.
great
Yeah.
physique.
Crazy.
We'll revisit if any get uploaded. But
Brian McGee, what you got?
yeah, he must be a Masters winner.
Peeled.
Yep,
Obviously he's shredded.
fucking
those
peeled.
legs.
Yeah. Biceps.
He tore
Looks
one
like
of them.
yeah. It looks like this one's.
A little shallow from
Shallow.
the chest, from the arms. Posing needs work. Legs need a lot of work from the front.
Damn, that one bicep is really throwing me off. Must have torn it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
His quads are
I mean, they're detailed, but
detailed.
Not big.
Yeah.
they're not proportionate. Hamstring, quads and hamstrings need to get better. Thick
Yep,
from
legs.
the chest, arms. That's good.
It's a great shot with that bicep.
Yeah. Tissue
I mean,
work.
he's peeled, but
Get more back.
Yeah.
back density would definitely help for here,
right.
for sure. More hamstrings, more adductor.
That's it. Go back.
For a Masters guy, if he's
Yeah, that's-
Masters, that's fucking impressive.
Very
I'm
impressive.
assuming because they did all the the last few shows we reviewed, they didn't have all the Masters.
Yeah, Universe. That's why they did 3 days this year. I'm pretty sure is because how
That
many
makes
Masters
sense.
guys?
Seemed like a huge show.
Well, dude,
'Cause look
I
at all
went
these
pro at
pros.
10:44.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, look at Masters. Oh yeah, here he is. So all the Masters right there. That's
Yep.
Anyways, Jesse
Yep.
DiStefano.
DiStefano. Wow.
Damn.
Nice,
That's a sick
dude.
shot.
That's
Yeah.
a great looking physique.
That's complete.
Quads look awesome.
Wild.
That is complete.
Dug out.
Wow.
It's a great shot.
Good
That is a great
structure.
shot.
Very symmetrical.
Yeah.
Nice. Chest can be a little thick, though. It can be thicker from the front.
Right.
In the front double. It was very shallow. Not bad.
Not bad. Gonna get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
Great
like he
shot.
might have
Great shot.
gone pro in classic.
Got to
for
get that
those
gyno
just-
fixed, bro. That'll definitely
let me see
improve
it.
it.
That is a sick shot.
God, he's
Very sick
peeled,
shot.
bro.
Yeah, he looks great.
In the pro league, though, the judges don't want to see any gyno. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that hamstring, man.
Hamstring is, yeah. That's crazy. I wish he kind of like
Pulled that
vacuumed
in.
in a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that
but more chest.
for sure. Rear delts, I mean, bigger overall for
Yep.
sure. You've got great shape, man. Now you just got to fill that shape out. If he's dominant
And
from
his
the back,
legs are.
He is peeled. Yeah.
wow.
His legs are very impressive.
I don't think he's even fully in that shot
No,
yet.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Nice.
There. Damn, those hamstrings.
His
Huge.
traps are thick.
Very thick.
It's a sick shot.
He is fucking diced.
Dense.
Yeah, look at it's saran wrap to his quad.
Look at his lats, dude.
Yeah,
Look at the lats into his lower back. The
that is-
shit am I looking at?
Yeah.
that's crazy. We go back.
What a shot.
Nice. Good,
see that?
dude. That's good job,
That's
man.
gnarly. He's peeled.
If you could
That's
open
crazy.
that up, yeah.
Yeah, open it up, like pull it around a little
Well,
bit.
it
more.
looks like there's like a chunk missing on the bottom right. But I'm wondering if that's like a mid-in shot.
Mm.
Yeah,
Very good.
They might. I don't think they have
Great
all the
physique.
photos up. Yeah, great physique. That was Jesse.
DiStefano.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if they even did miss some
He was
photos
in
uploading
the
with how many
Masties.
people were in here.
Masters 40-plus overall winner.
He was.
That
huh?
was.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
So you got two
Oh,
pro cards,
good
bro.
for
Holy
you,
fuck, man.
Jesse.
Way to
Jesus.
fucking, yeah. Way to put on a showing.
That's sick. All right, Jimmy,
Jimmy DeLorenzo. He's a Masters guy, it looks
another
like.
Masters guy.
Posing needs some work.
Yeah.
Shallow from the lats right there. There's no lats. None.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dog, we're fucking revealing pros here, man.
Posing needs work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's peeled though.
Fuck, he's
The
peeled. You're
shoulders
right.
are, yeah, holy shit.
That's gonna be a hard one to bring up.
Yeah.
He seems much like a shorter guy. Thickness.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, posing.
Yeah, you need to put on more size.
More size all around.
But good job.
Yeah. Congratulations. Alrighty.
He's peeled.
Yeah, he was. That's nuts.
He's one of the most peeled people we've seen yet.
All right. Let me just see. Like, who is the actual? Not 60 plus. Not Masters.
They had 60-plus.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
Wait till
kinda
you guys
wanna-
see the women's 50-plus winner.
50 plus, 50 was
For I think it was
national.
for wellness or
Beast?
figure.
Oh, they didn't have any.
Looked like she was 30.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They didn't have any like normal open pros. They're all masters.
Really?
What? The only Masters are up right
I'm
now?
pretty sure.
No. Oh yeah.
This is another masters guy.
Yeah.
It's only Masters that's up right now.
Okay, so let's try going to men's physique. Let's see if they have those guys because they competed on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Jesus Christ, scroll in.
My God.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Huge show. Holy
Men's
shit.
classic physique. Let's do.
Dylan
or no,
Castle?
let's
Oh,
do
no.
men's.
Siddharth Balkarishan.
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna know how to say this, so I'm not even gonna try. But
Damn, he's the overall winner, eh?
yeah,
Looks fucking peeled.
Wow.
Look at those
wow,
abs.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
fucking obliques.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Delts, dude.
Delts.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't have a wide clavicle structure, but he's so proportionate that his delts really make him look
It
wide.
works. Yeah.
Look at
Like-
his quad. He's got a big quad.
Yeah.
Look at the roundness.
Nice.
Let's see transition. Obliques look great.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I don't think he's even in it yet.
Men's,
Yeah,
for
no.
men's physique.
Whew.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's wow.
That's wild. Yeah.
That's a nice looking
That's a nice
physique.
back.
Bro, that's complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, obviously
Very
as a
even.
pro,
Good taper.
that wouldn't get first call out at a pro show against a lot of good guys right now. But I'll
gonna
tell
be
you
more
what, with
tricep
more
too.
density, with bigger triceps,
Yeah.
with more rhomboids
Yeah.
and detail to the rhomboids, teres, fuck, man, that is going to be dangerous. Like, that could definitely be a pro show winning physique with a few more pounds of tissue to the right places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very complete
Yeah.
through the mid.
It's pretty like initially like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get those triceps up.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
triceps.
Yeah,
for
get
sure.
a little more bubbly on that outer wing. Yeah, that's gonna be. That's a
nice
very
shot.
impressive frame.
This guy's probably in his masters too.
It looks tall.
This guy looks older.
Think so?
I don't think so. What's his name?
Men's
Dylan
physique.
Castle.
Siddharth.
Yeah, right there, right there.
yeah.
He's in masters 35 plus.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! He just won the overall for physique.
Yeah.
That's crazy. God, there's
Wow.
a ton of
Wow.
That's how many pro cards went out yesterday? Holy
Jesus.
Yes, 2 in each class, dude.
All right, let's see. I want to see the actual class winners.
Dude, the
Not
fucking
all the masters.
the old heads are pissed about always pissed
Yeah.
after Universe. Like the Lee Haney's always come out and start talking shit.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, just
We
about how many
got
pro cards are
DeAndre.
going
Yeah.
out?
So we're gonna do Deontay
Crawford.
He's the Class A winner.
Nice.
Great shape.
Yeah, great shape.
Bubbly.
Very, very bubbly.
Complete.
Big round shoulders. If we could open those lats up a little bit
Yeah,
more.
looks like he's locked up a little bit.
Go to the
there.
next one to see if it's better. Oh,
Still
not
low.
really.
Not as
so.
bad, but yeah, it's still.
Some body work would open that up.
Yep.
Yep.
More tissue to the lats.
Just more all around, but it's going to
Triceps
the
are
right
proportional.
places.
Yeah,
already,
I
it
mean,
looks
his
like.
arms
Yeah.
are very. You could do a lot with those, yeah.
Nice.
Very bubbly arms.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Good
look at that
abs, dude.
bicep.
Jeez.
That's nice. Yeah, nice. His abs are like perfect.
Perfectly.
Deontay, nice. I mean, now as a pro dude, get that upper chest a lot thicker. Get that front delt to round out, more rear delts. Keep your arms exactly where they're at.
Right.
Maybe a little more tricep because as your back gets bigger, it'll make your tricep look smaller if you don't get them a little bigger. But man, more thickness, details there, fucking well deserved.
Like we said too, it looks like it's already going to the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay on track. Yeah.
Look how low
Fucking
his
great.
lat is, dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's nuts.
It's like a wing. That's
Is
crazy.
it still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, it is sweet. Perfect. Oh, yes. Nice job,
Well,
Deontay.
Yeah. Good ass shit. Let's go.
B.
that's what
Oh,
I'm
no,
talking
but there's
about.
2 in A.
I know. I gotta go down here and see.
Fuck, this could be a long one.
No, we'll do
Could do
B.
two-parter.
So Vincent Davenport. Remember Vincent Davenport? And
I know
then
Vincent.
Ramir Kelly.
Yep.
Okay, Vincent. There he is.
Should we get another joint?
Vincent Davenport.
I know this kid.
Wow.
No,
So-
Yeah,
little
if you could-
waist.
if you
Very
could-
good. Very low waist. What, Lance?
I was trying to think.
I mean, I'd say this. So I've known Vincent. This is his 3rd show this year, I believe, 3rd or 4th. He has definitely improved every show he's done this year. He can definitely be tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not really a peaking issue because I helped Tariq get him a little bit, just dialed in a little more. Tariq was just asking. It's a fat loss thing. I think he can definitely get leaner from the front.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've seen photos of him and I've seen him in person because he was there at Junior Nats. He's go to the back pose.
Yep.
His back is not bad. Like, I think his back looks really good. See, that's a great
That's
pose
a
on him.
sick
That was a
pose.
great
back.
try,
Yeah.
Vinny, this is going to be a crazy
Two
pose.
hands
More
on his-
delts,
yeah.
more upper chest, and with your waist even tighter by just like a couple more weeks of dieting. Fucking push. Get that shit.
Well, yeah.
Crush a little more AIs. That's a fucking dope physique.
That overall winner, that was like the that overall winner. The one thing that stood out right away was his gills.
Yes.
like they were just fucking peeled.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
tell. So, yeah, but that's a sick shot.
Go to his back pose.
Pulling through.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
That's a complete back.
Yeah.
It definitely needs
Yeah.
a little more thickness.
But you can do a lot with that, though.
You know where it's going.
Yes.
Yeah.
That back reminds me a little bit like Corey Morris's back with his lats,
Yes.
how round they are, and also the width of his clavicles.
Yeah, it
Right.
finishes really nice in the
But
erectors.
Vincent, Tariq was kind of guiding him, and they brought it together quite a bit between Junior Nats and this show. But it's shit, man.
Yeah.
do a lot with
Very good structure.
very
Yeah. Very good structure. Some things to work on,
great
but you're in
men's
the pro
physique.
league.
Yeah, great men's physique.
I
for
think,
him.
I mean, just with a few minor changes, that's going to be, in 2 years, that's going
Very
to be good
competitive.
physique.
Very
Yeah.
competitive.
Congratulations, Vincent. Vincent Davenport.
I spoke to him on the phone after he turned pro. He was so ecstatic. Ramir Kelly.
We got Ramir
All
Kelly
right.
here. All right.
That's a structure we haven't seen in a little. Like, I haven't seen,
Oh, that's the full pose. Okay.
or is it kind of like the pose?
Yeah, that is
I think the
pose.
pose is kind of throwing me off there.
Yeah, that's his front
Peeled.
pose.
Very peeled.
Yeah, he is.
But I
peeled.
think if you're leaning forward more instead of leaning back, you would look more men's physique.
Yeah.
And on that backside arm, if you can round that forward just a tad by not flexing your chest and lean forward and lean into your planted leg, that would do you a lot.
Yeah.
That would do you really good.
Yeah.
Because you look very shallow from that far side.
Nice abs though.
Thick ass chest.
Yeah. Striated.
Ho! That's,
Needs triceps.
Triceps for
Damn.
sure.
yeah, for sure. But he's got those delts, the triangular delts.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to really bring up his lateral delt and his rear to make that really look round. But very wide. No issue with width
No.
and taper.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's probably his best pose there. He looks that right side is a little bit sunken down a little more.
See. Yeah.
Some
I mean,
posing
he's
tweaks for
shredded.
sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He looks good. He's got great structure. You can tell. Just
Yeah.
some posing tweaks
Few
and
tweaks.
some growing, and you'll be. How tall? He must have. No, this is C, I think.
Was it C? Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
He looks taller than that. Like just looking at him.
He does.
All right. That was
Ramir
Ramir
Kelly.
Kelly. And we scroll. There we go. So we just did. Was he? C?
Ramir Kelly was C.
So Alex Galicki,
Galki.
and Will Anderson.
Alex Galki, Will Anderson. We got D, winner.
Did we look at
first
Alex
place
already?
pro card here? All right, what do we got?
Great.
Not bad,
Not at
dude.
all. No,
Bad.
great shoulders.
I recognize this kid.
Why? That's a great looking physique.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't say kid. He looks way older than me.
Great
he
shoulders.
looks good though.
I like the two hands on hip
awesome.
look. Yeah, that's a great small weight.
Dude, he's got such a clean
Yeah,
hip line.
very Ryan
Like
Carey-ish.
he's got that's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great looking physique.
And he's wide.
I'm excited to
All
see
right,
the back.
let's see the back.
Okay.
Okay, needs some work.
Yep, back needs a little work.
The pose needs some work too, but click to the next
Yeah, I
one.
think
Maybe he's not in it. Okay, now he's in it. Definitely more thickness, mid-back thickness, inner part of those traps and erectors.
Yeah.
Right.
More rhomboids, more teres to bring out the details so you can see lines. You're peeled. Bigger triceps, but not bad
Yep.
at all.
The
That's
front-
a winning. That's a pro winning back.
The front shots are great.
Nice.
I like the two hands on hips.
I think
So
he
did
could
I.
do both hands down too.
Yeah.
Nice job, dude.
Yeah.
Who's this?
A fellow white man gets his pro card.
Alex Galki. Alex Galki. Congrats. He has a very like. This one's like a very Ryan Terry-esque. Like,
Yeah. Very,
Yeah.
very bubbly shoulders.
I'd say David Short, but I don't think you guys know who that is. One of my buddies.
No.
But he's got a very similar structure. He's a pro. Very similar structure to him.
Nice. Alex Galki. Congrats.
I forgot the second.
Something.
You guys
I'll
remember?
see
I
it.
forgot.
I'll see it when I.
Or do I got to go back down? Come on.
Hold on. Was it Judge Love? I think it was Judge.
Get you on, Harry.
Was it Judge?
I don't know.
I think this
This guy
was
looks nuts. Let's go.
E.
into it.
Judge Love. I think this is him.
No, this
His
guy's short.
legs
Hold
are
on.
like-
This is a Masters.
Bursting
Yep, you're
through.
right.
Damn it, Nick.
Fuck, man.
You fool.
Will.
Class, we be on class E.
Yeah, it was Will Anderson. Not even close. I think it's Judge.
I think it's Judge Love.
Oh, shit.
Not even close.
Sorry, Will.
Yeah, so, I
So funny.
think it's like Judge or something. That's crazy. Will Anderson.
More chest.
More chest.
He's got some bricks for abs.
Brick
Yeah.
abs, yeah.
More arm for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta get thicker.
Let's see.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That's some
Nice
detail.
back shot.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You can see
some
you
detail. A
little bit
would
more.
definitely benefit for some more thickness, though.
Bubbly. We need more bubble tricep.
Thickness to
Right.
the rhomboid. That rhomboid is really
Right.
well developed, but
A little bit of gap
Yeah.
there.
yeah. If you get that mid, lower trap, upper trap, that's going to be dominant.
Yeah.
He's peeled, man.
That's crazy. That's very detailed. That's awesome.
Looks dense.
Yeah, more chest there. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
I think there just needs to be a tweak to the pose to like show him off better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe bring the other shoulder around more.
For a, yeah. Dude,
It would be interesting to see like a really good posing coach be like, all right, let's shift some things around.
his posing is going to change as he gets bigger, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, as he gets bigger, he's not going to be posing like that, hopefully. Because he'll have to kind of manipulate it with his structure.
Right. This is Will Anderson. Yeah.
Nice job.
Congratulations, man. Well done. I want to see the tall guy because he's like crazy.
Who's tall?
That was E. Let's go to F.
Is it
Matthew Basardo.
Basardo.
Oh, I think that's him. Yeah.
Matthew Basardo.
You guys are gonna. I think if this is the right guy. No, it's not. Damn.
No.
Oh, but who's that's? I think that's Mike's guy.
Mike Nassif?
Yeah.
Is it him?
Yeah, I think that's his guy.
It may be, bro. Yeah, I recognize him. Mike's a good guy.
Yeah. More chest.
Yeah.
Posing,
Arms.
It's
posing
like the
should
abs
be a
can
little
get dug
tweaked.
out a little more.
Triceps.
He's got a crazy delt.
Yeah.
Is it him?
Needs tissue.
More tricep.
What's this guy's name? It is him. Yeah, it is Mike's guy.
Yeah.
Mike who?
Mike Nassif.
More size.
Yeah, more size for sure. Can we go back to Class F? And I want to see who got second place in that.
Yeah.
Because if he got first, I just want to see who was behind him.
Anything else for him?
No, I mean, the thicker overall looks good. He's peeled.
Matthew Basardo. Look great. Just more size. But
Yeah.
everybody knows that, right? You said go back to Class F. Alf.
No, that's G.
Oh.
Go to Class F. Vinicius?
I don't know.
Olivier.
Vinicius Oliveira. Click on him.
He's peeled.
Why did you need to see this guy?
I just want to compare both those guys for their class.
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy's bubbly.
Yeah, very.
Then just go to his back shot real quick. Okay.
Yeah. The backs were weak in this class, I think.
Yeah.
But he's peeled.
I wasn't there in person, but I probably would have had those two switched. Maybe. Both of them looked good. Siddharth, we already saw him.
Oh, shit. Oops. Deion Smith.
Yeah, watch this. I know this. You guys are going to be...
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
This is the guy I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
is with that arm?
Huge.
What the
Wait till you see his
hell?
back.
Uh-huh.
This dude's huge.
His arms almost look too big.
I've spoken to him a couple times. He's a good guy.
muscular.
What the hell? He's bubbly as shit.
Yeah.
His pecs.
Needs
Tiny
more upper
waist.
chest.
Yeah, upper chest.
More delt.
Look how long his
long
arms
that
are.
tricep is.
Look how long his arms
the
are.
hell is that?
Even
Damn.
I was actually noticing that here. Like, look how
Yeah.
long his arms
Yeah.
are.
That
That's
is-
crazy.
What the fuck? Yeah, see? Why is he
Definitely
up on his
more
calves?
lateral delt. Posing. Back needs to get a little wider.
Is there a reason he's up on his toes?
Oh, he is on his toes.
Yeah, why is he on his toes?
I don't know. I've never seen that before.
What the hell is with those
Why is he on his
triceps?
toes?
That almost looks like it's almost too much.
I will say though. Okay, let's
Yeah.
take a
It's
second
so
here.
thick.
He's thick.
He just turned pro, but like he's got the upper body for sure.
Oh my
As
God.
a pro, they're gonna want to see bigger legs for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will. Like Sandy has said it time and time again, and I've heard it from Tyler. But that they like, even though they're not
He looks
judging
like
legs,
He weirdly
it-
has quads though. Like look at that.
He has quads.
from the
Yeah,
front, but the
yeah.
back's gonna expose anybody.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they've
okay.
said like, yo, if we can see a massive X frame right off the bat, that puts you up a notch in our list to see you in first call up.
He has so much
know what I'm saying?
muscle.
So much to work with.
So much muscle.
Yeah, he does. He's
You can tell how much fucking muscle he's got on him. He's got to be huge in person.
In person, those arms
Yeah.
probably look
You
ridiculous.
guys know Ryan Smeckrud?
Yeah.
Apparently, this guy's his friend. I've spoken to him a couple times, but I think he definitely can get tighter.
Yeah.
But does arms keep the arms, man?
I don't think you need to train arms.
No.
He's up on his tiptoes there too.
I don't know why.
Huh?
Just some
Yeah,
posing work.
Some
Yeah.
posing work. Yeah.
All right. Well, he is crazy though.
Nasty.
Deion Smith.
Deion Smith.
And I think he was. I thought he was. No, I don't think he. Yeah, he didn't win overall. The other guy did.
Yeah.
The Masters guy was just crazy. All right. Well, that's
Sweet.
men's
Men's
physique.
physique.
Congrats to all those pros. Well deserved. Everybody has things to work on, but obviously that's the pro league.
Yep.
We're an hour and 12 minutes in. Do we have time for men's classic, or should we just like do men's classic and the women's classes next week?
Let's do. Let's pull up Carlos. I want to pull up Carlos.
Okay.
This guy, he is down
Carlos
in
Cintron.
Illinois.
Very
He's a
nice.
really good guy.
Very nice looking physique.
Yeah,
Look at that, bro.
Yeah, that's nice.
that is nice.
Look at that waist.
Yeah, he's got nice bubbly biceps.
Carlos is he's
Looks
he's a good
dense. Those legs look like they're.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger arms,
Yep.
bigger glutes for sure. Very maybe twist forward a tad. No, he's pretty good there, man.
That's a great
he looks
shot
wide.
right there.
Good shot.
That's a
He
great
looks
shot.
wide. That's not bad.
Legs look awesome.
Jesus.
Hamstring.
God, look at that.
That's
He's
great
not even in it
shape.
yet.
Yeah. That's a great shot.
That is symmetrical,
That's
dude.
sick. Okay.
It's a great physique.
Carlos,
Maybe we
holy
need to go through some
shit.
classic
Yeah.
guys.
Damn.
Yeah, Carlos looks fucking sick. And if this wasn't the overall winner, I want to see the overall winner now.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Wow. Wait, maybe he did? No, he didn't get overall.
No, he didn't. But that's some
Good job, man. I've
That's
spoken,
great
I've
shots.
spoken to him in person. He was at a Midwinter Classic last year when Sam Gotthelf competed there.
That's
My guy.
crazy.
And I also saw him at the Arnold this year. I'm glad he got it, man.
Carlos Cintron. All right, Dylan Castle.
Holy peeled.
Dog.
Whoa.
Yeah, shredded.
Oh, my God. Look at his glute.
I know.
Jeez.
That quad looks ridiculous.
His
man.
hamstring and quads, man.
Yeah.
Arms are
that's-
definitely. I would give this shot to him because his lower body is so dominant. And it's thick,
Yeah,
you
he's
know. But I
shredded,
do
too.
like Carlos's upper body
Yeah,
development compared to this.
shoulders.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is his pose. This guy's pose for sure.
Yeah, that leg looks ridiculous. I'd like to see their back doubles side
Together.
by side.
Damn.
Yeah.
But he's
Dug
He's
out.
really-
look very
I
dug.
give it to Carlos, man.
I'd have to see a comparison.
They have kind of back. They have similar back structure.
They both look very dense.
I wonder if they went with like just leanness there because it was probably
Jesus,
hard
Look at
to.
those legs.
If it's this bunch of a difference here in person, like
Look
I
at
can't,
that.
or on computer, I can't imagine what it'd be in person.
Yeah.
He's peeled.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Dug out.
Look at that.
Look at
Damn.
Yeah, that's impressive.
striations on that quad.
Peeled.
That is
More
crazy.
chest though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. That's a good shot.
That leg.
That's a great shot.
Look at that leg.
Yeah,
I can't get over how peeled his quads are.
Wow. That's a nice teacup.
Not bad.
Very impressive.
More chest.
Yeah, more chest for
I
sure.
think that'll make that pose look really good. Well, that's awesome. That's Dylan,
Dylan
Castle.
Nice.
Let's see who got second then. Brian
McGee. We already seen him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That Masters guy got second.
This might not be in order, actually.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
I don't think so.
Let's scroll down. Dylan Castle was A, so then
Carlos
Carlos
would
was B. Peter
Kanjian.
Kanjani.
Peter Kanjian.
Where is he?
Right
Oh,
above.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Legs look fucking great.
Big ass arms.
Wow.
Yeah, he has big arms. One side's elevated.
Yeah. Now he's in the pose a little more.
That's a great shot.
That is a good shot.
Look at those hammies. Those glutes.
People don't really know how serious some of these classic guys are until like
That's a good
you
shot.
kind of get there and see this.
I mean,
Wow.
Damn,
That's
look at that
fucking-
tricep.
That hamstring.
Get more back.
Really.
He needs more back because his hamstring is so goddamn thick.
I'd honestly
Yeah.
put this shot. I think he wins this shot over the overall winner of the back double.
Yeah, I think so too.
100%.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
How?
Dude, just by complete structure, thickness, symmetry, I think their condition is so good.
He's peeled
That's a
too.
great shot.
Wow. Dude, these are really good photos.
He looks fucking diced.
Yeah,
Way to bring the conditioning.
that's crazy. This is
Holy shit.
Peter Kanjian, something like that.
Kanjian. Yeah, I don't know. Very nice physique, dude.
Awesome physique.
Awesome.
Wow.
Let's go down again.
God, all the people that are getting
Carlos.
second place pro cards hate us right now.
Oh, because we're not doing it?
Class C. Class D is Dimitri McKenzie.
We should go right down in order from now on the top list.
Yeah, we could.
Well, I was trying to avoid just doing masters the whole time because
Oh, you're right,
That's
you're
why I
right.
was scrolling down.
Oh, good point. Good point. More arms,
More arms,
more lats.
more lats.
Chest can use a little more thickness for sure.
Let me see an ab shot.
I don't think the teacup really works on him.
No, that
Legs
lateral-
big from the side.
Uh huh.
Need more lateral delt there.
Yep. More triceps, more arms.
Yeah.
Definitely. More lower lat.
Yeah. Quads from the back look good though,
Uh huh.
so it doesn't have to work on quads.
Damn.
It's a nice shot.
Peeled.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Not bad.
He doesn't look tall.
No.
Oh wait.
Why did that change?
No, that.
Oh, it's the wrong
they added
guy's
it,
photos. Or is it this guy? Or is it this?
We
guy?
don't know.
Fuck.
Oh,
Wait, what's
shit.
his name again?
Dimitri McKenzie.
Well, Dimitri, they might have.
Because I know that guy, but I can't remember his name.
Okay, so it's not Dimitri.
I don't think it is. No.
Okay. I hope it's the other guy.
I
didn't even realize
bad,
what-
Dimitri.
If this guy pops up again, we know he.
Well, anyways, whoever we just talked about, congratulations. We'll save women's for next week. How about
yeah, I
that?
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Any more of these guys that you wanted to see? Hold on. Actually, I wanted to see. Do they have comparisons on here? Because I thought I was scrolling through and
Yeah, they do.
Do you know where?
Where are they though?
I could have sworn I saw it.
Comparison.
I saw it too.
It just
Where'd you
says.
see it?
Yep.
It says the word comparisons.
Where are you pointing?
Scroll down.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Let's see if we can find.
So that sequence underneath the red comparisons is
Right.
that call out.
Scroll all the way down because I want to see. Oh, they don't have it for the
Dang.
overall comparisons. There we go. Let's This definitely isn't the overall comparisons.
Fuck.
No. Unless these are taller guys.
No, because I clicked on the top one.
Oh, yeah.
Clicked here. Men's physique overall comparison. Definitely was not the overall comparisons.
No.
Do they have the classic? No. God. They're tricking us with the Masters.
What are
Damn
they
it. I wanted to
doing?
see some comparisons, but I guess
Damn, that
not.
guy in the middle, though. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
not a bad
Okay.
shot.
Wow. It's a clear W.
Bunch of old guys just getting after it.
Shredded.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
What are you doing?
Bodybuilding is crazy, dude.
Bodybuilding is crazy.
What the fuck? It's kind of
It's
fucked.
wild.
Just a bunch of people getting
Just jacked and posing.
jacked, and then we're just talking about their bodies. Their sweet,
That's
sweet
so
bodies.
funny.
Just working away their savings.
Yeah, right.
Damn. Well, we
Anyways.
did all men's physique and classic. Next week, we are going to do
Yeah,
bikini,
we have some.
wellness, and I want to go over figure.
Yeah, we have some women to talk about because they had some impressive
Yeah.
physiques that went.
Bro,
pro.
the figure overall winner.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Oh,
Crazy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, that is Universe.
Portion of it.
Thank God. Okay, so I want to ask the audience if you're listening to this right now and you compete at Universe, maybe we brought you up and showcased you, gave you a shout out on this past segment of a national recap. Did you guys, if you experienced it or you're at the show, what did you think of how things were ran in 3 days this year instead of last year where it was on 2 days? Because from just me throughout the day, talking with Taylor because Taylor was there because Mike had people in it, and just how quick they're actually going through the show because they spread it out much better this year.
Yeah.
Comment below if it was a much better experience there because man, they got a lot of flack for it last year.
Yeah.
Like just
There's
timing.
a lot of
and-
athletes.
Yeah, this is one of the
Sifting
biggest shows.
through all these.
You got to
was
be ready
hard.
for that.
This is one of the biggest shows besides NPC Nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like North Americans probably won't be this big. USA's may be similar to this in terms of size, maybe.
What was that like 20 fucking men's physique pros right there?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
crazy man.
We'll revisit it, and if anybody, if we missed anybody, just let us know. And for anybody, so we saw, or we were talking about, like, if anybody ever wants a physique review that we didn't review, like maybe you got second or third or something like that or whatever, just message in and we'll take the time to go back to the show and
Or comment.
pull
Leave
it
a
up.
comment.
Yeah,
Because
comments
if
or
you
whatever.
comment on one of the reels or whatever, and we're all collabed in it, one of us will see that comment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll have better chance of seeing that. So send us a message, but probably the best way would be comment. Hey, yo, check me out. I turned pro at second place at Universe or whatever show moving forward.
Or even if you didn't go pro,
Because hey, even if you're like in prep right now and you have a national show later on the road, honestly, throw it in, eh?
yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, moving on. That was Universe. We'll get back to that next week, part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Crazy women's. I'm just gonna leave them off with that.
Yeah,
With a little teaser. There's crazy women's
Crazy
competitors
W's.
Right.
from this year, dude.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Cam walked away with some dogs.
Oh yeah, Cam got some
Yeah,
pro cards.
couple.
Yep.
oh yeah.
But nah, man. This week, Lance, you have, and you do too. Monday, you guys both have off, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, both of you guys get Monday
Sick.
off.
yep.
And then next podcast, I don't know, man. I feel like things it's part of the summer where things are happening so quickly.
Yeah, it's fun.
That going into the podcast, like even next week, I just know with us three, something's going to happen between this episode and next episode.
Yeah, stuff always going on.
Yeah, it'll flow nicely. Second episode with the full crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. What was it? Damn it! I had a thought and then I just lost it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. My brain went. Saw Lumineers.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about
How
that.
was
dude.
that?
So good.
Oh my
They
god,
killed it.
I think it might be my number one.
Really?
Wow.
It topped
He
those years?
was so good, and his band was so fucking good.
Damn.
and
Really?
The mushrooms hit at the perfect time.
How much did you go with?
I did 1.5 grams.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, and I didn't think they were hitting, and then all of a sudden
Then they hit.
I heard the drum go like doom,
Doom.
and I
Yeah.
was like, like hit
Damn.
my chest, and I
Every
told
time.
Aaron it felt
Every
like I
time.
almost stumbled backwards, and it felt like the shrooms was just like a
Yep.
Grabbing
tall man
Yep,
that
yep,
just like
yep.
put his hand on my shoulder. I was like, oh, you're there.
Damn.
But it was fucking awesome.
That's the best.
And
How many people were there?
It was
packed?
it was
Full crowd.
Yeah,
it looked
full
like.
crowd.
yeah, makes sense.
We had the floor seats like you had last time.
How was it?
So good.
So good.
We had some high schoolers next to us. I will say, like, I had this, and Aaron and I had this noted as something I wanted to mention. They're cracked out all the time.
High schoolers?
High school kids nowadays
Yeah.
are cracked
Overstimulated out of their fucking minds.
They were first off, I don't know how, obviously rich parents, they afforded 2 rows. They had 2 rows, and they were all just like high school kids, in and out, in and out, in and out,
Oh
in
my
and out.
God.
Excuse us, come back, excuse us, leave. I'm like, how many times do you have to leave during
That's
a
annoying
concert?
shit.
And Aaron and I just looked at each other, we're like, they are fucking like ADHD. You can see it. They're
Yep,
like constantly looking around,
Yeah.
like talking. Then like
Yeah.
the peak song will hit, and then they'll go quiet, and then they just keep talking, and then they go in and out, in and
Dude,
out.
they're like that at fucking football
I'm
games
like,
too.
no
I feel
wonder
like.
the
We're
ADHD.
I feel like they're like that at Packer games
We're
too.
doomed.
Yeah.
You're fucking
Oh, for
doomed.
sure.
Yeah.
And they're just ripping vapes, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
Dude, the nicotine addiction of an 18-year-old now.
they're just like
compared to-
handing it around, and
it's
I'm like, they
insane.
literally
Yeah.
looked like 15, 16, 17 in that age
Slamming.
range.
Do you
And I'm
remember when
like,
Juuls were hitting?
Yeah, no.
Oh, in high school,
I was
that's when
on.
Juuls hit for me.
I never
I was
did 'em,
older
I
than
just
you
knew.
guys.
Oh, you're
so
right,
I
yeah.
was like, no one did any nicotine
No.
other than cigarettes when I
Cigarettes,
was in
yeah.
high school.
That's how it should be.
That's so funny.
So like nicotine was unheard of. That's why
So,
I'm
yeah.
not into it at
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
because I've like missed that generation.
100%.
And then everybody below me was like, "You're not smoking Juuls and stuff." I'm like, "The hell is that?" I hit one time, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Ugh, I don't
yeah,
want that."
yeah. That's hilarious. But like, oh my gosh, back then it was Juuls. Now
But
these kids got these flavorful.
They
fucking
have
vapes.
everything.
Yeah, you're sipping
I got
on
hooked on a vape
watermelon puff.
over can't talk over prep.
Yeah.
Fuck. And after prep ended, I was like, I gotta kick this. Kicked
Yeah.
it. Because I
Which
don't
is
like the
good
look
for
of it.
you, because like fucking most of them I don't think can. But I was
Yeah,
just
dude, it's
that
hard.
that was like one of my notes. But like the fucking concert itself was insane.
Yeah.
I was so hyped, and it was like kind of raining, so there was like a mist coming through. But
Who opened for them?
we didn't, dude. We walked in just on time.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, wow.
Hippocampus opened for him, but we missed the whole thing. We went and saw Austin and Alley.
Yeah.
We had a drink with them and smoked a joint, and then all of a sudden we were like, "Oh, we should probably head over there." And all of a sudden I heard like his voice, and I was like, "Oh my god, the concert's starting!"
Yeah.
And we hauled
Oh,
ass
damn.
in, yeah. But we almost missed the first like 2 songs, so
Dang.
we just got there on time, which
That's
is
awesome.
which was kind of perfect in its own world, because then you didn't like no lull.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting
Yeah.
there. And I didn't rush any drugs, because last time I took for Hosier, I took the shrooms midway through the opener.
Yep.
And then they started hitting during the like in between
Yeah.
break, where they do like a 20 minutes flip on the stage. And I was just like, some music needs to be on. Like,
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
You know, like when I was at ASAP, or no, who do we see?
Post?
No, Travis.
Oh, yeah.
When I took him too early, and we were in the in between. I was just silent
thought
in
about
there,
leaving.
and I was like,
We were
I
thinking
gotta
about
go
leaving.
home. I gotta go home.
Yeah. Oh, that's when it was that
we thought
Pfizer,
about
right?
leaving the
Yeah.
concert.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like,
We were
I have
so
to.
overwhelmed.
I was getting so overwhelmed. I was like, I have to go home. And then all of a sudden, Travis walked on stage, and
You're like,
music
thank
started,
God.
and I was like, oh, thank
shit.
God.
Loosened you up.
Give me something.
That's the worst.
Yeah, like nothing to look at. You're just tuning in on too many people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, so this one was perfect, and the piano player was insane. He would play piano with one hand and play the drums with the other, and have a foot drum going, and be doing all of them at like different
How?
tempos. And I was just like, this guy's got to be like, he's got to have some sort of autism. Like, how the hell do you do that? Like,
Seriously.
That's nuts.
and yeah, it was just really impressive. And
That was
his
a-
voice was crazy.
That was the last weekend of Summerfest, right?
Yep. Last
Yeah.
night at Summerfest. And I would say I had the dad moment here, because this is all I think about during concerts or like big things
Yeah.
now. Parking and how to escape
Yep.
quickly.
Yep.
We had the perfect parking spot and the perfect escape route. We didn't follow one single car home. I did not see a single vehicle.
That's crazy.
We parked. So I was like, we always pay the $45 or $50 to park closer. And it's like, it makes sense in my mind. Like, okay, we're close, so when we come out, we can just get in. But then you get stuck in
Yep.
all that chaos.
Yep.
Last time I hopped 3 curbs with my truck.
Yeah.
And it was like perfect.
How many?
But
How many this time?
none.
Really?
No, so I was like, let's just try some side roads in the 3rd ward, because it's only like a half mile away.
Yep.
Found a parking spot that I I did some maneuvering and got my truck. It was like this much room on either side of my truck. Aaron's like, I don't know how you just did that. I was like, wow. My heart rate was going. But we're a half mile away. So it took us like 8 minutes to get there. And then on the way back, we just cruised past everybody, and they're all getting clunked up.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to my truck, took a side left, took a right, and then we were at the Harley Museum.
Oh, yep.
And we took the social candy route back.
No way.
So there was not a single car on the road that whole
Nice.
ride. And it's one red light. I was like, oh my God. And we looked at the highway, and you could just see like cars not moving, and we're just on the side
Not
road.
fun, dude.
It's perfect, dude. We got home, and I was like, that was insane.
That's good.
That's my dad
That's
moment.
a
great
Like when you get home and you're like, I didn't see a fucking car. Like,
Yeah, dude,
I
that's
wasn't on the highway like, get out of the
I take
fucking way.
a little pride in it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, so you probably parked kind of by just some more, like those apartments.
Like
in
my
the third
ad
ward.
and like over there in the third ward.
Got it.
There's like a little park over there and then
Got
some
it.
apartments, and we parked. Just found a random spot over there, and it was free parking too.
Well,
so
next
didn't
we
pay a
got-
fucking $1 for parking.
Next we got coming up is State Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's gonna be
what
August.
we do for that is
That's
we
gonna
just
fucking
park in his
suck.
lot.
Park in his,
I can't
yeah.
even park in my
Yeah,
lot
he
during
hate.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You did mention
I
that.
hate the state fair.
But it's fun going.
That is fun going.
'Cause I remember last year we all went, but
It's a good time.
we were all there at the same time. Never saw each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
It makes the
Yeah. I
parking
forgot about
hassle.
Aaron
that.
was there with you guys,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Hey, we're here," and then we just couldn't fucking find each other the
It's
entire
a
time.
lot of people. It's a lot of humans at that.
So at the state fair,
Heavy people.
A lot of big people.
oh my
Call
God.
them heavies.
No, seriously, dude. Like you're ever questioning where you're at in life.
that's
You walk
actually-
through there, you feel pretty good.
That was
Oh, yeah.
I had Aaron. I pulled Aaron out of the concert a little bit at one moment because I was tripping and he was walking. He hopped the fence and walked through the crowd, ballsy.
What?
And they had the camera following him, and girls were like grabbing him. And he gets up to one point, and he kind of like creates a little bit of a circle. Like security kind of backs him off a little bit,
Yeah.
but he's still in the crowd and he's singing. And then security lets them go again.
Yeah.
And the camera kind of does like a 360, and I look at Aaron. I'm like, a lot of heavy blondes in there. And the camera pan, it was just all these sweaty, heavy bitches reaching for him. And I was
that's hilarious.
oh my God. If I was him, I'd be like, God, get off. me."
That's so funny.
I was like, just heifers breathing
Yeah.
on him.
Dude, when you see that at
That was hilarious.
Big girls.
Dude, it was.
are you saying, Lance, are you saying you see that at the state fair too?
Oh, it's tough.
It's a state fair. We had a
They
joke
come
in high
from out
school.
of the sewers.
That's
for that
the
event.
joke in high school. We would be like they
They-
come out of
they
every
come out like
cracking
rats.
crevice
Bro, like
for the state
cockroaches.
fair.
You don't see
yeah.
them all year, and then they're walking down with a 7-foot corn dog and like a churro,
and a fucking 2-pound turkey leg. Yeah.
Or a pitcher of beer.
Yeah.
half a
right,
gallon of
right.
Mountain Dew.
Well, I'll tell you what though, you go
Oh,
to the
the
side
milk,
of
dude. If you go over to the
Oh.
milk
Milk?
tent, you have
Yeah,
never
there's a
done the
milk
milk tent. It's
bro,
like,
it's
Oh, yeah.
fucked.
it's like $1.50
Yeah.
for all you can drink milk, and they
Yeah.
just give you a cup, and it's fresh.
In 90-degree heat.
Yeah.
Fresh Wisconsin milk, and they have
Yep.
chocolate milk, and it's
Yep.
the best chocolate milk
Cold,
ever.
the perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they give you a cup, and you can drink it. I remember I threw
We
up
really
one
do
year
live in a
'cause
white trash state.
I
We
drank
really are
Such
white
a
trash
Wisconsin
state.
thing, bro.
yeah,
Such
dude.
a white
Go
trash
over there, check them out.
Oh, we're the dairy state, so we kind of have to do something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
we should just
crazy.
stand. We should stand on the other side of the fence of the milk like area and just chirp them all. Hey, have another drink, Jerry.
You
So
look like
you-
more of
you-
a 2% kind of guy, not full. If you get my meaning.
There's two different like clear. There's two clear depictions that you'll see when you're at the state fair.
Yeah.
And it's like on each side, it's just two different cultures of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You go to all the rides on that side. That's
Oh,
where
the
I
ride
get
area is
irritated.
ghetto.
That's where I get.
Very ghetto.
like the north.
Very
You said it on
ghetto.
me.
That's like
no,
the
it
north
is.
side.
It is.
I immediately,
I
bro.
stay away
No,
from
I'm-
the
I'm-
Went there. We
rides.
came in through that entrance when we went there, and it took me about 3 seconds to realize, wow, this is kind of what I feel like I'd imagine if I was driving to Top Line, but now I'm like walking through
No,
Glendale.
no, no.
I'm
wanna
walking through Capitol right now.
You want to go over to the cream puff area.
Yeah, that's where we got
that's the
real
Brookfield.
quick. Yep.
in the state fair.
Bro, I felt unsafe. Dude, I saw a kid get tackled by the cops, dude. I swear to God.
Nick's
he was
like,
a young kid. Right within the first 10 minutes I was there. I'm waiting for Rally. She's going to the bathroom.
About 6 shootings over in the park area.
Cops walked by me. Thanks,
We're
bro.
over
Fucking
eating
Canucks.
We're over there eating a fucking turkey leg, watching a southern country band.
And then I'm just fucking into shooting.
Yeah, fucking A.
Dude, yeah. I noticed it right away.
Yeah.
It's hard. So we had
Two different types of,
We had like enough
That's what
tickets
I'm
for like,
saying.
I think it's like 5 or 6 rides or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Because
You go on rides at the State Fair?
No, as a kid, never.
You went on the ride at the state fair?
I went on 2 ones that were like
Oh
really
my
spinny.
god, you were in a lawless
I
land.
was 3 weeks after I turned. No, it was about a month after I turned pro, dude. I was still fucking
He
diced.
wanted to be in the car.
I was still fucking diced, bro.
Someone say something.
Dude, that night I ate so much food at the state fair. I brought my insulin with me.
That's crazy.
So
That's
I
smart,
had the
actually.
Friday Oreos, pin a little insulin there, go
Yeah.
over get a corn dog, maybe pin a little insulin, maybe a little 5 units again.
Oh my god, it's a good time though.
Dude, I
The
ate so
fried
much food
Oreos?
there. So good,
So fucking
amazing.
good.
Dude, I had like 3
get you
orders
them
on
yet,
them.
have
I
we?
want. The most impressive thing that I got last time was the corn.
The
You
corn.
guys like funnel
the
cakes?
corn is always the best.
I'm a corn man.
the funnel
The
cakes are good. but
Funnel cakes, yeah, yeah.
I'm not a huge funnel cake. If I'm getting something, I want the fried Oreos.
I want corn,
too.
and I got the brisket sandwich
Corn,
last year at some
brisket
smoke
sandwich
shop.
was good.
Oh, there was a
I got a deep fried Cheeto thing.
there was something like that.
That
There was
was
deep fried
very-
chips or some shit.
That deep fried shit though,
They trick you.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
ass every time.
Well,
And
it's not
so
that it's ass,
expensive.
and it's expensive, and they give you like a
a
small
serving
serving,
size,
and you're
a
like,
serving
okay.
silike thanks for the 2 sticks for $8.
I want like
Seriously.
8 chicken tenders.
Like
I
you
don't
see
want
the
2.
size of the people out here. I can't imagine the 300-pounders reactions
Right.
off something like that, dude.
My dad.
When
would-
I get
They be
two-
throwing a
when I
fit,
get,
bro.
dude, I remember I got these like deep fried like
Bro.
Cheeto chicken fingers, and it was just like Cheeto powder on a chicken finger.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them, and I'm like, these were air.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'll say something about Erin. I fell in love with her. We were at the festival that we went to recently. We went and ordered chicken tenders because we were so hungry.
It's such a great choice.
And the dude puts like 2 in, and she looks up and she goes, ah. And he goes, what? Is something wrong? And she's like, 2? And he's like, yeah, that's the serving. And she's like, no, give us more.
Damn.
And then he's like, and then he gave us 2 more
Nice,
each. And
nice,
I was
nice,
like, wow. I was just gonna walk away and be like, damn,
That's
that
the power of
sucks.
women. That's the power
And
women
she
have.
looked up
We don't
and
have
she
that
looked
power.
so disgusted
I
at the
would've said
guy
the
that
same.
he was like, she didn't even have to say anything at first. He just knew something was off.
Yep.
She was like, excuse me,
Uh-huh.
2 chicken.
I would have been
tenders?
like you. I would have been like, all right, we'll walk
females in hunger. They
Yep.
don't step in front.
Nope.
You do not step.
I'll
between
gladly
that.
stay behind
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
100% all day.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Do you guys go over to the animals at the state fair? Look at the animals. They're
Yeah.
fucking dope.
That's where all the kids are, though. I usually
That's
get
where I
sick
wanna
of it
go.
pretty quick.
That gets annoying, yeah.
I love petting the horses, though.
I want to see some of
Same.
them pigs.
Dude, the cows.
I want to see how big they
The
get.
cows are huge.
Sometimes those pigs are a humble reminder.
Low key,
The
if-
sheep
if
sometimes
you've-
have better haircuts than I do, bro.
If you've ripped a good
Sheeps.
joint or a couple pen rips or something like that, and you go watch the actual like 4-H contest,
So
dude,
cool.
Crazy.
It's pretty fun. Like
Oh, yeah.
when they're doing the horse trot,
Yeah.
and then like they're pulling the pigs through.
I like when they're doing the stick one to guide them.
Yeah.
Oh,
that one's
yeah,
That's
dude, you're
sick.
right.
I think that's so sick.
That's
I
just crazy.
good. I like the Western one when they're ripping the barrels.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, in Eagle River, we would have tractor pulls.
Yeah.
People would bring these tractors.
That's
redneck.
that's the county fair shit.
That's
like
county fair shit.
I had never been to a county fair. I'd only been to the state fair. And one time my buddy's like, "You want to go to the county
Tough.
fair?
Yeah.
It's just like the state fair." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go."
Just like the
and it
state
was
fair, my
not
ass.
just like the state
No.
fair. I was like, "This is
Bro, there was lawnmower races. At ours. There was
like-
ride lawnmower
Yeah,
races.
trucks and
Crazy
a lot
shit.
of engines going on. State fair is a
white
lot
trash.
of just fucking food.
Half the time at the Vilas County State Fair, at some point they'll be doing truck pulls too.
Yeah.
So they'll take 2 fucking trucks. They're like just maxed out in horsepower. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. And they'll attach them by the hitches, and then both of them will just fucking accelerate. And they're just doing
Tug of war.
tug of war on
Yeah.
this strip. Sometimes that'll just happen randomly from just odd people that are at the fair. It'll happen on some random street. They'll like because everybody's doing it there for the competition of the county fair there.
Yeah.
And then some idiots down the road start doing it, and somebody always gets hurt because they don't do it wrong, or they use like a rope instead of a chain, But it's like, God, why do you think you could do that after seeing this shit? It's so fun.
Oh my god.
The more we talk
Rednecks.
about it, the more like I sit and actually think about like my youth. Because like when people are like, "That's a very white trash youth," I'm like, "No,
white.
it's not." And then like the more we
White
talk
fucking
about it, I'm like,
trash.
"Oh my god." I'm like,
Yeah.
You starting to see it?
every no like
I
every
used to tell-
every country song makes sense. Every
Yeah.
country song makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like they're just like they joke about it, but that is like the upbringing.
I've been calling
Yeah.
him white trash since fucking
For a very long
since
time.
we met.
For a very
And he
long
used to
time.
be like, "No, I'm not." Dude, look around. Where have you seen that anywhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel, dude, because I get called
No,
anytime.
but I am too. My family was very too.
I get
Aaron
called
always
like a
jokes.
city like whenever I would come home from college in the summers, everyone would call me like a city boy and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, because I would actually like dress somewhat
Oh,
presentable.
I mean,
and
I get
put,
comments like that
effort
now.
Yeah.
into like
Oh, you're
what
living
I
in the
wear.
city.
Yeah, they'd be like wearing a fancy outfit,
For
and I'm like,
fucking
it's
Whitewater,
Nike.
too.
Yeah.
Like it's Nike.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nothing fancy about it.
Yeah. Yep.
No, it's crazy.
Dude, yeah. Oh my gosh. Eagle River's
times.
weird like that. You'll get to Eagle River and kind of see how it looks like. Just small town, well kept, a lot of tourism.
Yeah.
And then you just walk down any of the roads in terms like downtown. Then the characters come out.
Yep.
Actually,
And then you start to see, oh, you're a local, you're a tourist. Then you
went-
start to piece things
I
together.
went to a barn party once in fucking boat shoes.
Really?
5-inch fucking shorts.
And what was everybody else wearing?
and
girls probably loved it.
and a goddamn button
I
like
know
button
exactly.
down
Yep.
Yeah.
style shirt. Yeah. And I walked in and it was like the music went. All these dudes in jeans, cowboy boots,
Yep.
hard like steel toe boots, fucking cut off flannels, cut off just ratty high
T-shirts.
school t-shirts. Yeah. They all just look over
Fox
and
brand
I'm just
everywhere.
clean as shit. Like I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I knew that
I've
night
done
was
that.
not going to
That's
end well,
funny.
and I got into a fucking brawl.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Got into a fist fight with like 7 total dudes. It was
my
insane.
God.
It was me and my one buddy versus them because we were in just like
Yeah.
They hated it. They
That's
were like,
funny.
"You're not from around here," and all the girls loved
And where'd
it.
you go
Yeah.
to? Where was this barn party at?
It was Athens,
Athens,
Jesus
Wisconsin. Have I been there?
it's about a town of 500, and they're all family
I've
members.
never been there. Family
What are you looking at my cousin for?
Dude, rolling through the town, the girl that I was seeing at the time, she was just like, "This family is like our like fourth cousins, husbands, like brother, like everything."
Yeah.
Every single family in the town is like
Well,
part
on my
of, like-
street, my second cousins lived on my street.
yeah,
my
but
uncle or my neighbor.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
that's
normal.
crazy.
That's
It's
normal.
not normal.
In
I don't
a
wanna
city-
be anywhere
in
near
a small
family.
town. Yeah,
Really?
for sure. I mean, they don't live next to
Actual
me.
neighbors?
Yeah, dude. I feel like in small towns, I feel like that's a thing. Like sometimes people's grandparents
Never.
will live right next to them.
I suppose.
Like in
yeah.
the river. Yeah. I'm not, but I'm like, no,
Did
back
you-
to what you were saying. Sorry.
I was gonna ask you a question actually.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Is there a side to your family that is more like? Is there a definitive white trash, non-white trash? Yeah, so do I. Like there's like a clear line, right? Like there's one that's
Now,
bad,
take a guess.
and then there's one that's
Hold on.
not.
Take a guess. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you this. This past weekend for the 4th of July,
Your dad's white trash.
I was with my mom's side of the family. Where was I? Illinois.
I don't know. I don't
Whenever
know.
I go up north,
all
I'm
you need
visiting
to
my
know.
dad's side of the family.
Yeah,
Yeah, but your dad's side seems like a very like educated, well
They're
distinguished.
very educated,
Dude,
but
doesn't-
They don't really give like white trash vibe at all from what you've described.
You haven't seen much of my dad's side of the family. Though.
Sounds like he's a
police
wizard
officer
with, like, some-
families can be white trash.
military, police officers.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound white
Military's white trash for
But
sure.
just like the shit we do. Yeah.
trash. You're in the military.
I know, but we do a lot of white trash things.
Yeah. We're not saying it's like a bad thing, but it's like
No.
there's a certain culture to that type of family. It's like most of the times why I haven't put like post videos with my dad's side of the family really is because most of the time what we'd be doing, or even I repost them from high school, would be like a felony. So we just that you haven't seen much of my dad's side of the family.
That's funny.
Just stupid shit, bad shit, like not redneck stuff, but
I
like
was gonna say they seem like
explosives.
a very well educated.
They are.
like,
No, they're
fun
great people. I
version
love
of,
them, man.
Like,
Like-
up north shit. There's like white trash, and then there's
Yes.
educated up
No,
north
I agree.
shit.
It's like that's the honestly, Lance.
I've got some white trash.
Yeah.
I really
Oh, we know.
enjoy
Some real
spending a lot of time with my dad's side of the family because there's excitement. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's shit that we just figure, hey, let's do this. Oh, let's go over to Uncle Craig's. Let's go hit the jet skis. And then it ends up we don't go hit the jet skis. We just go fucking hunting or some shit.
yeah, but
you
see
know?
that doesn't.
I-
jet skis don't sound
You
white
wanna
trash
hear-
at all.
No, I know exactly. So that's
That
what I'm
sounds
saying.
like
It's
cool
that
shit.
balance where it's like I really enjoy. That's why you see me go up there the most.
You want to hear my biggest white trash moment?
I'd love to hear it.
I gave it to Aaron the other night. It was fucking birthdays in McDonald's Playland.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine has
You did
never
that too?
been there
I did that.
before.
You go,
I did that a time or two.
You go there and you like, dude. Think about your parents. That's such a easy birthday. $28
Easy.
probably at the time. It was probably
Oh, yeah.
28
Loved
bucks.
it.
And
40
Playland,
max.
Playland is free.
Time of your life. Loved it.
And I was just
Yeah.
like,
I did it too.
I would be going in the. I was joking so hard because
The jungle
Aaron,
gym area.
Aaron woke up, or Aaron was raised like they had money. They were not white trash at all.
Okay.
And I was like, you would probably the like prissy people walking by as we're diving in the ball pit. Like,
That's hilarious.
Mama, I found another needle.
Damn.
Like, dude.
Okay, I haven't
We-
stooped to that level.
We would fucking hang
did
out,
that
dude.
too.
McDonald's Playland
Sick though.
was the best.
Shit was the shit.
I mean,
Did you have the
we'd been there
shaky
for
like crawl
hours.
through space,
Oh,
like
yeah.
where you could go with the little helicopter looking out over
Yep.
everyone?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
can't
the
remember
first
much of it.
fear of height.
First fear. Or the where you could get to
That
the
was
tall.
my first one. That
You
was
could
my
get to the
first one.
tallest point, and there would
Yeah.
be that little like
Yes.
bulb, like
Yes, where you
outlook.
could see out. That was the one where
I
as a
remember
kid,
that. I remember that.
Lance was up there fucking shaking.
I'm sitting there, dude. I remember the first time I went in there and I was like,
That's funny.
just shaking.
I would just beat the shit out of my sisters in there. I just,
Yeah.
My cousin would like crawl up the slides and grab us by the leg and pull us down.
yeah,
What is, like,
I would
a-
whip them around?
Lance, what about you? Devo brought up like the birthday is what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, first off,
Dude,
for
our
listeners,
chicken
we're not.
nug-
Oh,
Go ahead.
continue.
I was gonna say chicken nuggets, chocolate shake, fry.
Yeah.
Load me up and then send me in that ball pit.
Perfect birthday. We're not saying white trash isn't like a negative thing.
No.
It's like
We
there's
all have it in
every
us.
family
White
or
trash is
friend
fun.
group or like whatever like culture. There's something that was like that's a this type of thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's like these are types of scenarios where it's like a little out of the ordinary but common with a certain group of people.
We're
You
in
know what I'm saying?
Wisconsin, so
and
I
we're
feel
in
like this is a
Wisconsin, so
lot
it's
more
like hell
common.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese,
dude.
ghetto.
Lance, what about you, bro?
First off,
Hell no.
such a good time.
Good time, but ghetto.
I think I've been there.
Not
once.
even white trash, just ghetto, dude.
I fought the rat.
What?
What?
I fought the mouse.
You fought the mouse.
Apparently, one time I got pissed because I couldn't get something and I smacked him.
Really? When you were a kid?
Yeah.
Dang.
Punch him square in the nuts. Just curl him over.
Hilarious.
I just remember getting in trouble at Chuck E. Cheese one time.
What's
Anyways, go ahead.
what's a white trash? Is that what you're bringing up for like a white trash thing? that
Oh
you
no,
do?
I feel like most of like my memories now sound like they're just white trash, but
Good white trash memories.
no, great white trash memories. Not even
Any hey, Lance, go climb to the top of that tree, tie this rope, and we're gonna swing into a lake. Any of that type of
Oh,
shit?
that's not white trash.
No,
Okay,
it's
good.
not
Up north
white trash.
side.
All right,
That's
that's
it. Yeah,
up
that's
north
it.
side. All
Yeah,
right.
there's a very hard
A
line.
rope swing is.
But I will say
Any
this.
man can have
I'll say
fun
that.
on a
Not
rope
gonna lie
swing.
though, I feel like it's a like
retarded white trash.
What?
what?
Would you say?
I can't say it.
No.
Okay. Oh my god. God damn it, you threw me off now.
Yeah. Well, what have you done? Do you have anything? I feel like you guys aren't white trash. I think that's the whole point of it.
No. My dad's side for sure is though. I'm not gonna.
No,
lie.
we have
My mom's side is definitely not. They have like up north, like they have like up north tendencies, but like
You're,
they had, like,
I got
they
one.
had cool shit
Your-
growing up.
Your
They had-
garage parties.
that's white trash.
I've never heard
that's
of
funny.
that, dude.
Oh, my garage. I mean, maybe it was white trash, but that was the spot.
I would do that.
My garage
I
senior
think
year
maybe
was
that's an
the
up north
spot.
thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Because
an up
I had a
north
pool,
thing.
I had like a chill backyard with like a big patio table. I had a bonfire pit.
Yep.
I had the Xbox I'd hook up to the garage TV that we have mounted in the corner. We have a garage heater with a wraparound couch and a carpet square and then like a full bar set
Yeah.
up. So it's got like shit. Like it's like,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, and it had like a pizza maker.
Would
We
you
had a
bring
homemade
friends
popcorn
over?
maker. Oh, all the time.
Yeah. Would you guys get hammered?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
nice. That's a good time.
We had a, dude,
Good.
Brandon,
10, 15 people in high school. That's a vibe.
Not even, bro.
You're that
Brandon
age.
can tell you that, like, he jokes about. We used to joke about it that, like, the Hefner garage was a spot. Like, my sisters couldn't do anything at the house, but for some reason, I think I just
Really?
I just like did it.
No
I don't know.
shit.
I guess I really didn't like ask.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'd just be like, hey, I've got the guys coming over in the garage tonight, and I think my parents were just like happy at the fact that like we weren't gonna go anywhere. So like we would just stay there and get fucked up, and I think my parents just saw it as well. As long as no one's leaving, who gives a
I would
shit?
just lie, and then I would always end up being proven wrong, and something would happen. I'd get in trouble. That's why I never could do anything at my house.
I couldn't like go to any cool parties like the first 2 years of high school either growing up, just because like my sister was 2 years older than me, so I didn't want to like run into her.
Oh, dude, Steve, me and my sister partied together in high school.
No, I hate it.
I
Yeah.
was such a good kid. I barely partied.
You're crazy.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, but you were a good athlete. You were a good athlete.
I was a great athlete.
I was a
dude.
bad athlete.
I was fucking.
So I didn't give a shit.
I just was.
And I was good at golf, so it's not like that required me to be a
Bro,
good
have
athlete.
you guys ever been to like a gravel pit party?
Yeah.
Listen to this shit.
Barn parties are a good time.
yeah.
This is a funny one. Okay, so
I've
we had
never
this
been to any of these.
Gravel party.
a gravel pit party.
No, he's told us about the gravel pit parties.
I think so.
Have I?
Yeah.
The one my dad showed up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Really? When
Yeah.
like my dad pulls up and the music just stops.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like, Nicholas, get the fuck in the truck.
Yeah, you mentioned that. one.
Holy shit! That's
Yeah, you've had a gravel. We've gotten a couple gravel pit stories.
I've got many.
Because that was
The fight, the one
that
I
was
told-
one of our.
when I
was
got in the
thinking of.
fight
Yeah.
at a gravel pit. Then I slapped a kid's head in the door.
Jesus, dude.
Oh,
Gravel shit happened.
we hitting the pit this weekend.
Oh, you guys want to see? You guys want to see a fucking
Hell.
memory that came up? This is some up north shit. I want to see if you guys think it's white trash. All right, this is funny. This was 4th of July. I think this was. I'll get a year on it. This came up on 4th of July.
I think the chicken and biscuit crackers might be the most.
That's the
This.
most white
I'll send
trash.
this to you, Luke.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
the hell?
That was on 4th of July. This was.
Nick's just having the best time of his life.
This was okay. Okay, hold on.
Shit.
I'll send that to you, Luke. This was. Damn it! Why doesn't it show the date?
Just explosions everywhere.
Oh, it says I downloaded back on
full
Snap
of-
Thursday. Okay, this would have been 2017 or no 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we do that as we're hammered,
Yeah.
and then that was at the local fireworks.
I
So
would
people were
say,
watching us crawl up there and do that, and there's firemen that were yelling at us.
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
I'd
We
say
didn't
it
have- I didn't
kind
have
of
the
is
balls to
and
do that.
isn't. Everybody does fireworks, but I
Yeah.
kind of think it's kind of.
It's expensive too, so it's like.
Very.
I'm not into it anymore.
When I think
of
of
it.
white trash, I think of poor too. I feel like that's where my brain is going every time we talk
Yeah,
about
it's
white
well
trash.
because that's usually what it is.
Yeah,
But it's like those habits, even if you aren't poor, kind of
Yeah.
stick with you. You know, like
for sure, man. So, dude, like literally one
Is
of the habits
eating
happened.
spam white trash?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But some of these things are also up north. But like
Yeah.
up north is kind of white.
like
That's
It's
when
just a
there's
different
no rules
world.
up there.
It's
Yeah,
just-
there's no
There's no
rules up there. There's no rules, dude. The moment, dude, as a kid growing up, I remember if I went up north, it would be like the 3rd or 4th day.
Yeah.
And my hair would be all over the place. My dad would be like, "When's the last time you showered?" And I'd be like, "I don't fucking know when we get here." I'd be like, "I've been jumping in the lake all week," and he'd be like, "You
Yeah.
still need to
dude,
shower." And I'd be
sometimes.
like, "Ah, it's
Oh,
clean."
I almost didn't shower last night
just
after jumping in
pissed.
the lake.
Just people sitting in a lake, just pissing.
We
all
get
day
back
long.
and Riley's like, all right, I'm gonna go in and shower.
Just
Let's
swimming,
go.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna shower. I was in the water for fucking.
That's what I would think.
That's what I was. And
I'd
I
like-
was. She's like, you're not gonna sit down on the couch and play
All
video
night.
games without showering. And I'm like, wait, is that a thing?
Yeah,
Because
you
when
have
I
to
was,
shower.
I'm just finding out about this. I would never go in a shower after a lake.
No,
That's crazy.
I actually thought it was refreshing
Me
to not
too.
shower.
It's not cleaning
Yeah.
you at all.
I'm
If
weird.
anything,
I
it's
was the
making you
same.
dirtier.
Dude, in the morning,
So
I'd
true.
get up at like 7 or 8 and I'd go run in the lake and just sit there and just like with nothing, just like splash water in my face. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I feel like I cleaned off. We can
Yeah.
start the day.
Dude, I'd never thought about getting in the
dry
shower
off.
after getting in
Yeah.
the lake.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
That's
I
how
did
you cleaned
yesterday,
off.
but I know like if you're in Pewaukee, like you definitely should shower.
That's like,
Like that shit's nasty.
That's why-
Winnebago's nasty.
Is it?
Winnebago's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Winnebago can get real gross.
that's why I sent you guys that photo of like the fucking party, like the boat party. where
That's
they're all tied.
disgusting.
All I see there is piss.
God.
Piss water.
yuck,
It's like
dude.
100 people.
No one's getting up to go to the bathroom,
Pounding
just
alcohol.
pounding alcohol, no food.
It's got to go somewhere.
just urine
So
fest.
bad.
That water's probably just warm.
Dude.
The comments
Gross.
on those posts were
So
so
bad.
funny.
I mean, that's like,
Every time I see that, though, I went to one once and I was like,
was that a sandbar? That photo because you sent in the group chat. Was that a sandbar?
no, that was just like a boat tie up where they had a concert
got
going.
it.
just a village
I
of
went
white
to
trash.
walk. What is it? Over by Green Bay. It's between Oshkosh.
What do you
It's
think
like
of
Waukegan or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I think that's where it is. And then they had a lake, and they were doing a concert on the water where you had, if you had
That's
a
a good
boat, you
time.
came up and tied up.
Oh, yeah.
and then you walked up, and that
Nice.
was I remember we were like heading towards it, and I saw like all these people standing in about like belly button high water
Yeah.
in this big pontoon that was turned into like a stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's sick. And I got up there, and then I was like, no one's going to pee anywhere.
No.
Like, and then
Everybody's
I,
going
and then
in
I
that
remember
water.
could not
That's so
stop
disgusting,
thinking about
bro.
it.
That's
And
so
ever
disgusting.
since then,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to do concerts in the
I
water.
mean, I let a few
Like-
rip yesterday when we were at the island.
What is with
Like
that? With
100%.
that just put back an immediate memory growing up. There was we go to this lake like 2 minutes away from our cabin up in
Yeah.
Crivets, And there's like a bar right across the street that you can go to, but you got to walk over there or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a mini little bathroom in the corner. And I just like never, I don't know, just didn't have to shit, I guess, as normal as I do now.
Yeah.
Maybe as a kid growing up. But I remember I had to go in there as a kid one time, and I was just like, God damn it, I got to go in there. And I went and opened it, and I remember I took one step, and I remember I almost slipped and ate it. There was just a turd.
Oh my
Just
God.
an absolute
Oh my God.
turd. The
Ew.
first step that you take into the bathroom.
Ew.
And then I looked, and I was like, what the fuck? Because there was like 4 more shits on the ground.
Bro.
And then there was 2 turds in the urinal. And I was like, I remember I just ran back to my mom and dad, and I was like, there's shit everywhere. And they're like, what? And I'm just like, I can't go poop.
That's crazy.
Because my dad drove me home back to the cabin to use it because he opened it up because he walked over there and he was like, I remember because he like was kind of pissed off that he had to like get out of the water and go like walk around. He's probably like, what do you mean you can't shit? And I'm
I've
like,
never
"It's
met your
covered
dad.
in poo."
I've never met your dad, but from what I've known about him, from what you said, like that would be him.
Dude,
He'd
yeah,
get
he-
pissed. I
he's
gotta
pissed.
fucking go over there.
He's
now.
just relaxing, having a drink in the lake, and his kid's just screaming that he can't go shit. So now he's got to drive me all the way back to the cabin.
So funny.
And
dude.
I remember he walked over there and he opened the door, and all of a sudden I remember he walked back and his vibe was totally different because my mom was like, "What is it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I gotta take him home." Like he's like, "There's shit all over the bathroom."
That's funny.
It was so disgusting.
Gross people,
Damn.
bro. Gross ass people.
We had a buddy that did that one time. He pooed in the lake, and then we watched the turd float all the way down to the beach. And
What?
We were just watching all afternoon. I was just
Dude,
scoping
that's
out, waiting to see.
disgusting.
Yeah, I just wanted to see people's reaction.
Bro, I've never even seen that in Eagle River.
What do you mean?
Have,
You've never seen someone poop?
We've had like,
for-
bro.
Dude, I feel like that happened.
If I saw a high school
Hell.
kid do that,
Think
I'd
about
punch
how
him in the
No.
stomach.
someone drunk as shit just sitting in the lake.
No, I've never
Oh.
seen that happen.
Oh yeah, it's happened.
Dude, we'll have
That's
like
white
40.
trash.
That's so white trash,
shit water,
bro.
dude. You could get a disease.
You can get,
I
yeah, you
remember-
can.
I remember he was so fucked up, and he squatted down, and we were like, "What are you doing?"
That's not
And
normal.
he just shit.
That's hillbilly
And then-
shit, bro.
Yeah, he was hammered.
Wow,
Well, you know, when you're drunk up north, the rules are different.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
there's
It's like
no-
when you're on the mountain.
there's no rules up north. We were 17 years old and we rented out we rented. Okay, mind you, none of us are fucking 18. We're not adults. We went to Michigan in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and rented this cabin on a lake. Okay, for like 3 nights, and from all these fucking
Young
surrounding
ass kids.
counties. Had a bunch of fucking people over. People we had no idea who they were. People that we played football with. We traveled like 3 hours ago, like in the UP, just for 3 days, just partied in this cabin in high school. There's no businesses don't even have rules.
That's
Like what
crazy.
the fuck?
That is wild.
It's an up north thing. I
It's
don't
a
know
whole
what it
different
is.
world up there.
God, I would never in my right mind rent my cabin to a 17-year-old.
No,
No.
never.
Hell no.
Hell
Especially if that 17-year-old looked like us. God.
Well, anyways,
Golly. Long ass
good
podcast
2-hour
today, eh?
episode.
We
yeah.
definitely could have reviewed more of this.
Wow.
Yeah, we could have. Sorry, I
Hey,
thought
no,
we
we
were
wanna
going to
leave it
wrap it
hanging.
up there at an hour 20.
Yeah, I just looked at the clock.
30 minutes later,
I'm
of
pretty
up
sure it
north
took
white
us how
trash.
long to smoke that blunt. It was over 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Strong.
All right, final thoughts, Nick. Wrap
Dude.
us up.
Get out, enjoy the weather, and we appreciate everybody. The comments, the views are going up, subscribers are going up. So please leave a comment and subscribe. It helps because YouTube is a bitch, you guys.
Yep.
You always hear your influencers say it, or whatever channel that you watch, that YouTube is a long game. It is. So, and if you like this, hell, thank you.
Yep, Lance.
Yeah, keep sharing. We're gonna keep doing these show reviews. This has been a blast. So if you guys want us to do any reviews or anything, shoot a comment, shoot a message under
Yeah.
the YouTube page. Happy to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the women's next week. We got so many pros, so give them some time next week and get through some good-ass physiques and enjoy the weather, get out and see some live music, get a friend who has a boat. And don't
Get you a one of me.
don't let go of them, but you can't have him. He's ours.
I will not be up for rent.
Yeah, he is not up for sale. He's our show pony. But anyways, have a great week and use code D2. Peace.
God.